been live for a couple minutes, but what's happening, man? I see everything's going on. I like that little background you got there. I'm one of
Yeah.
these days. I'm gonna figure out how to do that myself. But
Hey, that's wonderful.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a good show tonight. Of course, we
Yes.
got Scully on, and then
Yeah.
we got Bones Adams as
Yeah.
usual, and Scully gave me a couple little new things to ask about Bones.
Hmm.
Probably going back to a time, K9, I don't know. What was you doing in 1987?
Ooh, 1987. I was 14 years old.
Okay,
What was I doing
okay.
when I was 14? I probably was doing push-ups. Push-ups. I was doing push-ups. Yeah, preparing for my boxing career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I was
Yeah.
way past I was way
Yeah.
past 14. I had three
Yeah.
strikes already. I was
Man.
I was down already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but
Boy.
let's get Scully in here, man.
Let's get Scully in here. Yeah. Hey, Scully, what's happening, Brody?
All right, what's that? How you doing?
Oh man, we
we're
good.
doing
We good. How you doing?
All
How you
right,
doing?
I'm good, man. Just came home from the gym like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, hard man. You know what I'm saying? You steady working. There you go. Hey, you
Always,
remind me.
always.
You remind me of James. Steady working,
Yeah,
right? I'll talk about James Brown. Ah, feel good.
always, always.
He thought I was talking about this James. Look, I hit the brown on him.
Yeah.
Ah, feel good. That's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I feel good too, so I'm good.
Hey, good.
Scully, Scully, I was asking K9 what he was doing in 1987. Uh,
Right.
and he said he was 14 years old. Uh,
Okay.
Scully, I think you said you were 19.
I was 19, and because I saw the notification on Facebook that you've got Bones coming on as a guest tonight, and
Mhm.
so in 1987, I met Bones Adams for the first time at the Ohio State Fair, and I never forget it. I was 19, he was 13, but I had at the time 49 fights, and he had like 112 already, and he wanted, and
Age
he
ain't
was
nothing but a
just
number.
right. He was fighting, and just talking to him. He was a kid. He was 13. He was really funny, and he's talking about going pro. And I remember he said his brother went pro at 15, and so. But the big thing was, so 3 months later, I saw him at the National PAL tournament in Jacksonville, Florida, and we both won it. And he was 85 pounds JO. I was 165 open. After the finals, I remember being at the in the hotel, and I was looking over the balcony because I was in my room and I heard a bunch of noise outside. So I went out on the second floor balcony, and I looked down, and Bones is fighting with headgear and gloves. He's fighting another kid, and there's like 100 people circling, making a ring right in the parking lot. It's a human ring, and him and this kid are going at it. They're going at it. And I'm just saying, man, this is like a professional fight. Like these guys are going at it with 6, 7 punch combinations, determination. And they're little kids. So that was 1987. It was over 20 years later. I saw Bones at the casino in Connecticut at Foxwoods. We were both on the same bus heading to the arena, and I said, man, do you remember that? Do you remember when you fought that kid in the parking lot? He said, oh, yeah, that was good. I said, who was that? Turns out it was Lamar Murphy. You remember Lamar Murphy?
Yes, I do. Was he a black dude?
Yeah, from Miami. He fought for the world title at 135.
Yeah, I think I
And
remember him. Yep.
yeah, he was good. He was from Miami. He fought. I think he fought Miguel Angel Gonzalez for the WBC title. I mean, he was a top 10 contender, and
Yeah.
that's who Bones fought in 1987 in that parking lot. 1987, 85 pounds. One of the best fights I ever saw.
Wow. How
Now,
many? No, I just wanted to
was
ask him
this
how many. No, I
was
was
this
ask
a
him.
grudge match or what? I'm trying to figure out how they got in the parking lot.
Nah, well, we used to do that. That's something that used to happen at amateur tournaments. You'd have the gloves, and somebody had a headgear, and it was just what we did. I used to do it all the time. I had fights in my room at the national. I was the coach. I had fights. Listen, legendary. I had fights in my room. I had Louis Collazo at 15 years old fight Marshall Martinez in the room. I had one time. I have a picture. I can show you the picture. I had 4 future Olympians in the room. Like we had in our motel room, we had like 20 something people in the room, in a motel room, and 2 guys would fight in the middle of all that. And I had Roberto Benitez, Ricardo Williams, Jason Estrada, and Ron Seiler all in the room at the same time. And 4 or 5 years later, all 4 of them would make the Olympic team.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hey, so Ricardo Williams, man, whatever happened to him? Because he was a great fighter. I mean, he disappeared when he turned pro.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened? I guess you don't know the story. Well, he turned pro, got $1 million contract, $1 million signing bonus. He got in trouble with the law. Him and Marshall Martinez in Los Angeles, they had a little thing going. They got in trouble. He went away for a while. He came back. It was never quite the same. He had he did okay, but nothing like he should have. Like Ricardo, as far as talent goes, I mean, he was a talent. He was an elite, good fighter.
Yeah. So what did you do to maintain, all that memory? Because that was in 1987. You act like that was yesterday. You remembered everything.
I'm going to tell you what's crazy that you're saying that. I just left the gym. Yeah. The local TV news was there, and the guy came to interview me tonight because he saw me online the other day talking about stuff, and that's what he wanted to talk about. He said, "How do you remember all this stuff? Like everything that ever happened to you, you remember it?" And I said, "I don't know. I just love boxing. So if it has to do with boxing, I remember." And so he actually came to the gym tonight, and he did a big story on me remembering these things. So it's funny you mentioned that because it just happened like an hour ago.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, so you must have had a great defense because you couldn't be getting hit a whole lot to remember everything you remember.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's funny? I read a thing when I was a kid, and they said you retain knowledge that you like enjoy. Like in school, you'll do better in the classes that you actually like. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you a funny thing. When I was a kid, my idol, and I'm talking 1978, 79, my idol other than Muhammad Ali was Lynn Swann, right? Now we're talking 40 years ago,
Pittsburgh,
Lynn Swann. Right. Now listen, I'm going to tell you a funny quick story. Then we talk about boxing, right?
Okay.
I finally met Lynn Swann 2 years ago in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
So I've been dreaming about meeting this guy for 40 years. Yeah. I used to dream what it would be like. Mm-hmm. I finally get the chance. I walk into his office. I'm waiting for him. All of a sudden, here he comes. Lynn Swann walks through the door. Guess what I said to him? The first thing I said to this dude. I said, Lynn Swann, let me ask you something. I said, look, in Super Bowl 10, you set the record. You had 4 passes for 161 yards. You had the 11-yarder on the sideline. You had the 32-yarder over Mark Washington. You had the 53-yard levitating leap. And you had the 64-yarder over the shoulder, the game-winning touchdown. He's like, yeah, I guess so. I said, well, the record is 161 yards, but that only adds up to 160. And he's like, what? I go, 32, 11, 53, and 64 is 160. I swear I blew Lynn Swann's mind. I regretted it. I wish I never said it, man. Because I guarantee you when I left, he went to the calculator and he was trying to figure it out. I blew his whole mind.
Wow, that's good. That's good, boy. You a smart man. It must runs in the family.
My father remembered everything ever happened. My father was like a detective. He remembered everything.
Hey, you probably should have been on Ripley's Believe It or Not. That you remember all of what you remember, right? I mean, for real. What was your pro record? How many pro fights did you have? So I'm trying to figure this out.
49 fights. I was 38-11.
Yeah.
I fought for the world title in 1996. Fought for the IBF title in Germany.
Oh, you have 49 pro fights and your brain is still intact like that? That's amazing.
I'm in there. I'm in there.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm doing a study. I don't know if you heard about it. They do a study in Las Vegas at the Ruvo Center, and they have like 100 and something fighters in this program. They bring us out there for 10 years, and they test our brains for 10 years to see the progression or regression. Yeah. And I told the guy, I said, listen, I like coming out here. I'm going to keep coming. Yeah. I said, here's what I think. I've never, because I always do great on the test. And the guy's like, man, how do you do so good? You've been sparring since 1980. Yeah. I said, I've never done drugs. I've never drank alcohol in my life. I think that has something to do with it. And he agreed with me. He said, guys get hit on Monday in the gym sparring, but they were drinking on Saturday. And their brain is still affected by that. So, all the substances, it's not good for athletes. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You had to have a good team. Like, who was your trainer? You had a great trainer, but, that made sure that you do everything right, or you did everything right.
Well, I got that before I started boxing. I tell you, I've told James this. When I was 11 years old, I read Muhammad Ali's Autobiography, The Greatest. Okay. And in it, Muhammad Ali said he didn't drink alcohol, he didn't do drugs. And at 11 years old, I made up my mind. I said, you know what? It's good for Ali. I'm gonna follow what Ali said. And that's literally why I didn't drink alcohol or have drugs, because of Muhammad Ali.
Wow. So the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, he was able to, inspire you to keep your brain's intact.
Right. 100%. Yes, sir.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, James, go ahead, James. James want to hog the mic, man. James a bully.
Actually, I was looking at some of the people in the chat room.
Okay. Oh yeah, some people in the chat room.
Mr. Earl Kenner. He said, "Happy Thanksgiving to all," and "Let's go, champ," and "Chastity for you." Is also there. What's up, K9? But Scully, I'm kind of, I'm amazed myself. It's because there are things that I know. Sometimes people want to forget things. I'm kind of more on the other side. Like, what's it like? A lot of people can forget. Like, what's their worst fight or that the time that they should have, that they should have slipped, but instead, they got hit. I mean, so is that memory sometimes also a curse?
I mean, I like to remember the good, and I like to remember it all. But I'll tell you a funny thing. When it comes in handy, and I know every man wishes this. I used to have a girlfriend back in the day, right? And she wasn't always truthful, right? But I would remember and I'd be like, listen, nah. You didn't go there until July 17th. I was with you on the 15th. How could you have been there on the 17th? I used to catch her all the time. But for better or worse, I remember it all. I remember the dates, the times. I love boxing. I guess I kind of amaze myself sometimes. Like, people will ask me, did I tell you the story last week about the David Sample calling me from Las Vegas? Did I tell you that?
No.
Okay, listen, I'll tell you a quick story. You're going to like this. Russ Amber, Russ Amber with Rival Products.
Yeah.
Russ Amber called me from the weigh-in a couple weeks ago, big fight in Vegas. He goes, Scully, listen, I'm here with David Sample. Remember David Sample? I go, yeah. He goes, listen, he says he fought at the National Golden Gloves 1988, but he can't remember who he fought. So I go, all right, well, what weight was he? He goes, 132. I go, where was the guy from that he fought? He says, Michigan. I go, oh, that was Kevin Childrey. And I can hear David Sample in the background go, yeah, it was Kevin Childrey. That's right, it was Kevin Childrey. And I mean, I told him, I amazed myself. I answered it in 3 seconds, like 2 seconds. I told him, I saw that was Kevin Childrey. And I could hear David in the background, like, bugging out. He couldn't believe
it. That's what's amazing, K9. Not only does he remember his fights, He remembers the guy that fought after him, the guy that fought before him, the guy that fought in the tournament before him, and what happened when he was an amateur. Okay,
yeah. He should write. You should definitely write a book or something, man. For real, make it write a book.
I'm in the process of it now. I'm working on it. It's just hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. Exactly. But I'll get it done.
Yeah.
So when was your first fight? As an amateur, Scully. How old were
May
you?
20. Oh man.
Go ahead.
He done forget. I can't believe he done forget.
Can't believe it. No.
I think his camera fell.
See, he good at some things, and some things he not good at.
It happens. It happens when we get older.
Yeah, right. Something got to give. Something has to give. Man, he should just.
Well, okay. Let me ask you the same question.
Yeah.
When was your first fight?
In
the ring. In the ring now.
Yeah. I remember. So I started boxing in 1994. So my first fight was in, I believe it's in 1994. But who was my first opponent? That's a good question. I only had 10 amateur fights, so I should be able to remember who my first opponent was. So my first opponent, who was?
I got a guy out here with 100 amateur fights, and he remember every one, and you can't remember 10. Now come on, what's up?
Yeah, 10. Right. I remember. Listen, I remember all the fights, but I just can't remember which one was the first one. The first fight, the first pro fight I had. First amateur fight I had. I think it was against a guy named Thomas Murphy from Crunks. I think he was the first fight I had. Tall, lanky guy, real tall, lanky guy. I think that was the first fight. Yep. Matter of fact, no. My first fight, I actually won a Diamond Gloves tournament. Yeah, it was a Diamond Gloves tournament. I won my first fight. It was a Diamond Gloves tournament, but I just still can't remember who the guy was though. Yeah, I only remember the fights that were actually kind of hard, like the hard fights. I remember those. Like guys, I knocked a lot of guys out in the first round. 10 seconds. I didn't remember them at all. Like you was nothing. You was just in the way. But those hard fights. Man, Charles Scales. I still remember his name. Charles Scales. I remember Thomas Murphy. I remember Lil Tyson. Lil Tyson. I had some hard fights, some tough guys. I remember a few of them. Okay, now, if we talk about the pro game, I could go to the first fight, the second fight, the third fight, the fourth fight, because that's when I started making money.
Who was the first guy?
Yeah. Scully back. Scully back. Now, what you about to say? Scully, nice to have you back.
Yeah, my phone just died all of a sudden.
Right. Okay. Jealous of your brain. Yeah. What you say, James?
No. So I was asking you, Scully, when was your first fight, and who was it?
May 20th, 1983, against a guy by the name of Isidro Roman.
Okay, now you got to find out who yours is. Now, come on,
the first amateur fight. Oh man!
Hey, you want to know a funny thing? And I haven't done it in a while, but I had 74 amateur fights.
Okay.
The last time I used to be able to go from the first to the last, and I could tell you who they were in a row.
Oh.
Like let me think. I'm going to tell you my first 10. Okay.
Yeah.
My first 10 fights, 1983. Okay. It was Isidro Roman, Ron Whitback, William Moore, Art McAdams, George Shilley, Roscoe Williams, Hippolito Fuller, Robert Mendez, and Frank Gonzalez. That was my first 10 fights.
Oh,
now you only had 10 K9.
Hey, look, you know what? I ended up homeless, right? So I had a young lady to hold all my trophies. I said, hold my trophies, and I'm going to come back and get them, within a couple of days. Well, the couple of days turned out to be a couple of months. I went back over to a young lady's house, and I said, where my trophies at? And she didn't have them. So, a lot of those fights used to have the name of the guy who you fought or the tournament that you was in. Yeah, so with me not having, it's like all of them lost memories. Like I say, if it was a hard fight, I would remember you. But the other fights, I don't really remember. Unfortunately.
Let me ask you this, Scully.
Yeah.
Who's the first guy to ever knock you down in the ring?
That's a bold question.
I never went down in the fight.
Talk to us, son. Talk to us, son.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll tell you what.
Talk to us.
I took an 8 count. I took an 8 count once against a guy I actually beat 3 times. A guy by the name of Richard Holloway. March of 1985. He gave me he caught me with a good shot, and I remember thinking, oh, they're gonna give me an 8 count. I gotta start punching back before, and I tried to punch back before the referee got there, but he gave it to me anyway. But I won the fight anyway. But I was against Richard Holloway, 1985.
Oh, that's some good stuff right there. Hey, maybe. Hey, listen, you remember things, but some things you just don't want to remember.
Yeah.
Right. But that didn't happen though. That didn't happen.
When was your first knockout, Scully? And who was it?
A guy. My first fight was my first fight on May 20th. That was an exhibition. My first real fight was 9 days later on the 29th, and I fought a guy by the name of Ron Whitback, and I stopped him in the first round. So that was May 29, 1983.
Oh, in 1983? Wow, I was 10 years old. I wasn't knocking nobody. I was drinking milk, trying to get tall. I was trying to get tall, right? Wow. Hey, that's a good stuff, boy. You got some serious history.
Yeah, and let me tell you, K9, you know what I'm talking about. When you go to a fight, a tournament, amateur, you walk in. The first thing you do is you're looking around trying to figure out who it is you're fighting, right?
Yes,
you say, man, that guy looks like about my weight. That guy looks like he's about my weight. So when I was new, I had no fights except for my one exhibition, and I get to the arena for the regionals with one fight. I get there and I'm by myself and I'm looking around, and the whole New York team was there together, and and Riddick Bowe was there, all those guys, but Riddick Bowe was there. And I see this one guy, and I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking to myself, I think he's about my weight. I think he might be weight. And I'll never forget, he looked right at me, the meanest looking dude, and he goes, "Don't worry, I'm not your weight." And I looked away. I was scared, right? Turns out, you know, because I thought he read my mind. It was like he was reading my mind.
Yeah.
5 to 6 years later, we were in training camp together. His name's Ike Padilla. He was a top U.S. amateur. He won all kinds of big tournaments. He fought Michael Bent and all those guys. And so he was the first guy that I ran into any kind of confrontation. And he read my mind. Kind of scared me a little.
Wow. Yeah, well, if you ever got any trouble, and you know you had to remember a lot that you had told, you would be all right. you would not forget it. Look, if they had you in a room and they said, "Hey, did you do something?" and you said it, say it again, oh man, you would say it again. That's good, man. I tell you. That's real good. I mean, I'm serious. That's real good, man, because I'm telling you, the way the world is now, I could give you my phone number. Like, if I had just met you and I was like, we're going to do some business together, and you gave me your number, I wouldn't put it in my I would put it in my phone, and then I wouldn't remember the number. I would just call. I would type in John. But back in the days, you had to remember the name. You had to remember the number.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, it's different now. It's totally different. You can ask Surrey.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
My best friend in 1978.
Yeah.
42 years ago was Roger Perry, right?
Okay.
His number was 688-5755.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true story.
Yeah. You said how many years ago was this?
42.
42. Oh, yeah. I still look now on that part. I might be up there with you with that part. I remember some numbers from back in the days, like, you know what I mean. But I don't know if it was 42 years. I remember 8955560. That was Miss Bean number, and I think I was 11 years old. So I'm 47 now. So that was what 36 years. That's 36 years. I still remember that number.
And who was she?
Miss Bean, she was an older lady. She stayed at the corner house. She had grandkids that I knew,
Oh, so
on
you
Punk
just knew
and
her from the neighborhood.
Yeah, I knew her from the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a older lady. She always how your grandmama doing? Cause she always hearing people dying. My grandma doing good. She's still alive. You know what I'm saying? She always wanted to know how everybody doing. You know? Yeah, Miss Bean.
Scully,
Yeah.
Scully, let me ask you about this. What about the evolution of gloves? Because you started out with horsehair gloves. How do you find? How do you find? I mean, after about round 6, after you just sweated them, it's like putting on. It's like not having gloves. So
I mean, I know guys. I remember guys in the gym.
Yeah.
With their sparring gloves, they'd be dirty, and they would push the padding in the horsehair gloves. They would push it off to the side so that the middle was just knuckles. They could hit you harder. I know guys.
Yeah.
It was a crazy game.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened with with Billy Collins and Louis Resto with Panama Lewis. That's what happened. Panama cut the glove, and you could just pull the hair out easily.
Wow, and he got banned for life for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, speaking of gloves, though, it'd have been a great. Are you good at looking at gloves and making sure that the gloves are wrapped up, are on right? Because it'd have been good if Deontay Wilder could have hired you to go over there and into the dressing room before Tyson Fury fought. Because that was major. That could have cost him the fight.
Yeah, I don't know. He had good people. He had Mark there. Mark is a good boxing guy. Deontay. Deontay. Every fighter, when they lose, especially that level of loss, you want to find a reason. You want to find a reason you lost. The weight, but he's taking it to a new level. And
right now,
everybody knows Mark. Everybody knows Mark is not dirty. He's not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Right now, Deontay Wilder is boxing's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He just can't accept the decision.
You lost, right?
I was trying to figure out how you was going with that one, right? Yeah. Wow.
Let it go. Let it go. It's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. Move on. That's right.
Yeah. You got
try to get the rematch though. Try to get the rematch.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
let's fight again. Glove up.
It's gotten weird. Like some of his excuses are just, like he said, they drugged his water. Well, if that's true, how come you didn't fail the post-fight drug test? Simple as that. You would have failed the test if they drugged your water.
Yeah. I mean, I could kind of sympathy for him. You know what I'm saying? Sympathize because I lost my first fight. I didn't know what to do either. I was, it was this, it was that. I lost my mind. That first loss, when you feel like you're invincible, you ain't never lost. Yeah. Man, it's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with.
It's hard to accept that another man could beat you. Like it's like, man, you feel like less of a man. It's kind of it's a real deep crazy thing, Exactly. I understand completely.
And listen, he 41-0 with 40 knockouts. I mean, come on, man, 40 knockouts. Right. You really think you're invincible? He had a better knockout percentage than Mike Tyson.
Right.
I understand the invincibility part.
Yeah.
But I don't. But the only thing that he's never talked about, he never turned the check back. Evidently the check didn't bounce. He had no problem with that.
Right. That was all good.
You cashed the check. Now let's try to get another one. Let's move on.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's time to move on. Exactly. Move on. Yeah.
Now, I think the latest now, he's trying to get a fight with Chisora. So that shows you Deontay Wilder. I think. I heard something about that. So I mean, all of a sudden, now you went from Tyson Fury to David Chisora. Maybe you might want to stop talking so much. You might want to, just shut up and let things kind of.
I mean, White called him out too. White, he said he want to fight him too. So it's just a lot of speculation. Hey, concrete.
But it ain't no money. It ain't no money. That's what I'm talking about. it ain't nothing like that check that you cashed before. Which
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
cashing checks for $20 million. Now you gonna cash one for 400,000 or 600,000. I mean,
Hey, but I don't know. I don't know if he ever gonna get a check like that anymore. I mean, he had to lose probably 2 or 3 in a row to get a check like that. He's still worth, a couple of million per fight. Yeah, he can still. Somebody try to rebound off of him.
I mean, if he comes back, if he comes back and annihilates somebody, he's going to be right back in the mix. That's what he needs to realize. He's not out of it. He's there. He's right there. But you got to let your hands do the talking sometimes.
Absolutely. I don't think it actually would be a good idea, to be honest with you, to jump back in there with Tyson Fury right away. Anyway, I don't see what can he do to improve that fast. You need to improve with fighting somebody to work on some new stuff.
But wait a minute. Now, guys, I got to ask you this.
Yeah.
What do you do when for 10 years you haven't learned a jab? Now all of a sudden, for you to come back, you need a jab.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. After 10 years,
you know what?
After 10 years, what are you gonna do?
Right. Let me say this, because my phone's about to die, and because I got to tell you this first. I actually talked to Mark yesterday, Breland, and I was saying the same thing. I said, you got to teach a guy. He's been working on the jab with him, of course. I said, you have to work on things, even if a guy's not going to use it. Sooner or later, he's going to use it. You know what I mean? Like you may not need it for 5 fights, but you have to have it in the toolbox. Right. And I think Deontay is just power. He's what do I need a jab for? I don't need the jab. Well, you needed it that time, and you realize it too late. But listen, I'm at 1%. I'm just about to shut off. So I guess I'll see you guys next week. I appreciate that.
All right. Man, charge that battery up, man. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Charge that battery up, man, John.
I got you.
You on 10. Right. Hey, John, he on 10 when it comes to a lot of things, though. But he ain't charged that battery up. That's okay, though. Hey, it's all good. John Scully, hey, boy, you're a smart man, and his brain is intact. Yes, it ain't nowhere.
That's the main thing, You find a lot of people, that their mind is starting to go. And that's to me, that's worse than the body. That's why I try to have somebody. I try to keep mentally awake. But it's It was like you the tip that you got it, and I never forgot it, and I tried it a couple of times. It was reading while you were on the treadmill.
Yes, yes, that's cold right there. Yeah, that's a cold blood. That's good for your mental.
Yeah, but trying to start it when you're 70 is a little, it takes a little longer.
Hey, you know what? But you know what though? You ain't gotta do it that long. You can do it for 5 minutes, 2-3 minutes. You ain't gotta do a whole lot of it. No, you ain't gotta do a lot. Yeah, it's gonna have some great benefits. I said little K9 talking about. So K9 said, little K9. He said, right, yeah. We sparred today, man. Me and my son. Oh man, boy, I'm gonna have to put some of that action. Some of that action on YouTube. Who's going in? Hey, Corey said, glove up. He called you. I think he was calling me Bozo. He said, glove up, Bozo. Right.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Say K9, glove up, Bozo.
Hey, Right. Wow.
You see a double over there or something? What's going on? You got a mouse in your pocket? What you mean? You know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
You don't see Bones on the air yet, huh? Let me text him to see if see what's up with Bones.
Yeah. Bones, that's my man's in there. Bones, we trained together, same trainer and everything.
Yeah,
we got some real history. Yeah, Keith Jackson. I was there with Bones, like, man, you guys, you gotta really take it serious. You gotta, put that work in. I'm looking at him like, well, you must don't know who you talking to. I put a whole lot of work in, right? And it showed that, a few years later, I won that strap, same strap he won. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I was there when Bones Adam, man, he fought against this guy we consider a bum, and threw his shoulder out. And man, yeah, and man, that other guy ended up getting the victory from that fight. Now, if you didn't watch that fight, you would just think like, man, Bones Adam lost to a bum. No, he threw his arm out. Nothing you could do about that, you know. But he came back and you know, mopped the floor with the guy after that in the rematch. Yeah.
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 I was interested in asking Bones about this parking lot fight. You know,
Okay.
Bones talker. You know, Bones always be talking. You know, a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
answered
Yeah.
me back. This
Okay.
so
What are you talking about?
no.
Yeah. Shout out to SB keeping us together. Yeah. What are you talking about? Boy, I'm sore as I don't know what. Boy, I got that work in today. Boy, oh boy. Oh man, I feel like your age, man, James. That work I put in today. Oh boy, oh boy. Man, going in. We did 9
You,
rounds.
you don't feel my age then, because I ain't with no rounds. I feel pretty good.
But I'm just talking about, man. I was talking about, you know, when you work out the way I worked out today, boy, you feel, you know what I'm saying? You feel old, you feel tired. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, but I'm happy though. I'm happy with the, you know, the way I performed today. And after we get off the live, I'm gonna put it up on the big screen and get some popcorn and see what I do. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait for this fight this weekend, boy. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Boy, oh boy. Yes, indeed. You ordering that fight?
No, but I'm probably gonna go see it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of people around here that really want to go see the fight. So I mean,
Okay.
want to see that fight. So, uh, but you know, we've been having closed bars and everything here now. So, you know, you used to be able to go to the bar and have the fight.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I'm probably gonna go watch it over Bazaar, you know what I mean? Crib. You know. So that should be, you know. Oh yeah, hey, so little K now said it was some good work. Right. That boy done got better, boy. They better watch out. We got that work in. Yes indeed. That boy done got better. Man.
well,
Now hey, I ain't gonna call little K now no more. I gotta think of something else. Right, right. Yeah, that boy did this thing. I'm proud of him. I'm so proud of him, boy. Somebody beat your butt, boy. You want to be nice to him. I think I'll take him out to dinner tomorrow or something. Hey man, yeah, that's definitely good work, boy. And afterwards, he shook my hand. You know, after a good workout, sometimes people don't want to shake your hand, man. You know, if you done bust him up or he done bust you up, it'd be a little grudge match, especially when it's dad and son, so it can get real personal. But you like,
yeah, that's why I asked you that sometime.
yeah, yeah. Nah, that's my dog though. That's my dog. Hey, man, look, I love him to death. So yeah, and he learning. Like I'm so happy that he done got so good, boy. That boy done got good. Even the trainer, Coach J, boy, said I can't say he was the biggest fan of my son because oh yeah, okay, now whenever he win a fight, who did he beat? He ain't fought for a dead man. Today he was cheerleading. He was singing, "Give me a little K, give me a 9. That's your son, right?" Yeah. Hey, Bones is trying to join in now, so yeah.
Okay, I had to send him a new link.
Okay, it's all good. I ain't saw Bones in a minute, boy. Let me see if he look the same. Yeah.
You still live out there in Las Vegas, and ain't too much sun. Well, I don't know if it's hot out there. Wait,
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
there you go. Oh no,
Oh.
bone.
No, we gotta put these screens up. There we go. Be patient, young man. Here we go. What's up, champ? Okay.
Can't hear him.
We can't hear him. Yeah, guest has muted themselves. He muted himself. Tell him he unmuted himself. Hey, Bones.
Yeah, Unmute yourself, Bones. You muted.
You muted. Yeah, he has to unmute himself. Yeah, unmute yourself, Bones. Everybody gotta get with this new technology. Okay. And it's like the Chinese movie. His mouth is moving. He's saying something, but we can't hear him. Tell him reconnect. Yeah, reconnect. Hey, Bones, reconnect. Go out and then come back in and try it.
I told him unmute.
You got me? Okay. He gave me a thumbs up. I remember that was Utley. You know, the thumbs up came from Utley. Remember the guy who got his neck broke from the Detroit Lions? And he threw the thumbs up. And from there on out, everybody started throwing the thumbs up. Detroit Lions. Yeah. Hey, we probably don't win that many games, and we ain't went to the playoffs in I don't know how long. But we always had the greatest players. From Barry Sanders to Herman Moore, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's good?
Oh, man, JK was just saying that you his favorite fighter. I say, man, what about me? What about me?
Man. He forgot that white part. Favorite white fighter. How about that?
There you go. Hey, white lives matter too, right?
No, it's funny.
Right.
It's so funny to say that. Yeah.
Hey, you know, I told him, hey, look, I told James, I said, man, we got a lot in common. I said, we had the same trainer, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Keith Jackson and everything.
Yes. Hey, man, but now, like I said before, not only was he a trainer, more like a father. So,
yeah.
I mean, he takes care of you. He loves all of us. And
yes.
It's wonderful, bro. He's a great guy. Great.
Yes.
How you been?
He been good. He been good. Last time I talked to him, he been good. You know, it'd be hard to catch up with him sometimes, but he's been good. You know, he's been good. Yeah. You know, he was sick a little bit here and there, but then I know that he's doing all right. He's hanging in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring him out here as soon as he gets so. I'm trying to bring him out here when things settle down a little bit. So
yeah, that'd be a great thing, boy. Hopefully. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I want him out here. I want him out here really bad for a minute, anyway. So
yeah,
for a little bit.
Yeah,
for a minute.
Exactly. What you got going on right now? What you been doing?
You know, I got a couple of fighters fighting. Mike Hunter and Keith Hunter. I think they're fighting December 19th. So.
Mike Hunter and Keith Hunter. Them your fighters?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And don't they got? Ain't they brother the heavyweight?
Yes, man. I think he only has the one loss against the cruiserweight champ. What's his name? He only has one loss.
Usyk.
Yep.
Oh wow, that ain't a bad loss at all. They got him in the top 10, right? Pound for pound.
To tell you the truth, though, he would have beat him if he just had a lot of shit going on and stuff like that. It wasn't like he had just switched over to being a vegan.
Yeah.
And just he weighed less the day he fought than he did. It's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah.
But, I love Mike. I love the whole family. I know him since they were kids, and
yeah.
It's just a great family. So
yeah. Hey, so food does matter though. You know, you can't go into a fight and not eat. You know, you got a lot of guys they make weight the wrong way. You got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And be strong. You can't go in there and be weak and think you're gonna be able to get the job done.
Yes. Well, what happened with him with that though is there's a lot of vegans. Like I started I watched that Game Changer. Everybody kept telling me about it. I watched the documentary Game Changer. Changed my mind a lot.
Yeah.
So I stopped eating meat. And I started feeling a little bit better. Like I mean, I really did. And that's what happened with him though. He didn't have the right foods at all around him. So
okay.
It was really messed up. But watch that show Game Changer. You stop eating steak.
Oh yeah. Man, I don't eat steaks at all. I don't eat steaks anyway. Man, yes, I really don't eat meat like that. Yeah. I'll eat meat like that. Yeah, that's good. So man, what you was eating? He was eating sushi or something? I know that sushi bad for you too.
I don't know if he eats fish or not. I don't think he eats fish. I think he does, but at that point in time, where they were at in Miami, wherever they were fighting at, he just didn't have nothing with him. He had nothing. Then he had let's just say 4 chiefs and no Indians in the corner. He had a super sharp in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So, and but he learned his lesson. Believe me, he hasn't been beaten since.
Yeah, I think it's different strokes for different folks. Because Emmanuel Stewart loves you to eat you a big steak, and he like the blood to be in it because the blood's supposed to be for the iron.
Oh I'm good.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I'll be like, oh man, you got to cook that. I don't want to see no blood. I'm thrown off. Only blood in the fight. That's all I want to see.
That's it. And stay away from me then.
Yeah.
When you guys gonna come out and visit me, man? You guys supposed to be out here visiting me.
Hey man, listen, you can't go nowhere right now, boy. It's crazy. Yeah, we don't know who got that. Huh?
I know, right?
We don't know who got that. You can't get it cold now.
They claim everywhere, like everywhere you're not, they claim all this outbursts, this outbreak. But when I call people over there, they're like, "No, we're fine."
Yeah.
So it's not as bad as they think.
I just hate the fact that if you catch a cold, it's like you got the corona. You can't even catch a cold now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get to go. They be like, hold on, 6 feet.
It's true. That's what I'm saying. Hey, millions of people die from the flu every year.
Yeah.
Year, 0. I don't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not flu season yet. I know out here. I just got my flu shot last month.
Okay.
Last January, February, March, there was no flu season this whole year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, right now it's November, so you know. Well, but the thing of it is, I've never, I've been living 73 years, and I've never known the flu to kill 200 and I'm looking on the thing now, 259 million people 259,000 people in less than 6 months. Yeah, and that was, and I've seen the Spanish flu, the all kinds of flu.
Yeah,
was the Asiatic flu that back in the day. I mean, so I mean, I'm not going to test whether it's killing anybody or not. Because right now, as long as it's killing them, I'm good with it. I'm good.
It ain't you. You're selfish, bro.
You're right.
Hey, all lives matter, man. All lives matter. Hey, everybody like that.
That's so
I'm more selfish. I'm more selfish now at 73 than I was at 23. At 23, life didn't mean a damn thing. Now it's like that, man.
Right. Yeah. Let me ask you this before you go to the next question real quick. Let me ask you this one little thing too though. When the vaccine come out, are y'all gonna get the vaccine?
I think they're gonna make us.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm not getting one. I'm not getting the vaccine.
I think they're gonna make us.
You said they're gonna make us? They gonna make us.
Well, you either get the vaccine or don't fight, right?
It's not necessarily
right.
Fighting, just don't get the vaccine or you don't get your paycheck. You get the vaccine.
Oh, you don't get a paycheck if you don't get a vaccine? Wow, that's deep.
Let's go.
That's deep, boy.
You can't go to work. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So everybody gonna get shot up with all kind of stuff. You don't know what they shooting up in you.
Nothing.
Oh
you don't know now.
I heard it actually messed your DNA. You'll come out here screaming like Michael Jackson.
Donald Trump heard that y'all in Detroit stuffed the ballot box too. So what you gonna believe?
Oh man.
So right. I mean, so it's on you. What side you on? But Bones, I got to ask you something because we were just talking to John Scully,
right? And
Scully said that one of the greatest fights that he ever saw, and I have to get it up here on my phone to make sure.
Yeah.
He said it was at the 1987 Nationals, and the best fight that he ever saw was in the parking lot between you and a guy named Lamar Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can you give us?
Let's just say Detroit came out ahead that day.
Yes, you hear that? Detroit's in the building.
We made the money.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's in the park, betting, it's the gamblers. They did like a square with a bunch of people. Well, listen, I went there to the Nationals and everybody dropped out because they had no one to fight. My dad was like, "We're not coming for nothing. We'll fight whoever." So Lamar was like, "I'll fight you. Let's go." So we went to the parking lot. He's like 139 or something like that. 119.
Hey, you like the real Eminem before Eminem.
What?
Hey,
No, see,
Cotty
you
King,
didn't hear what he said. You didn't hear what he said, K9.
Say it again. What you mean?
You said he was 130 and you were 119.
Yeah, so he's probably I think 130 or 132, something like
Oh,
that.
okay. So you had you about 132, 13 pound difference.
At least.
Yeah. What you say about Cotty King?
No, Cotty was there. He made some money.
Okay. Oh, he made some money? Oh, wow.
Remember,
That was crazy.
I got on the phone with Third.
You did?
Chambers. Remember, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Third worked my corner when I fought Carlos Polina. Yeah, what you talking about?
Man. Yeah, maybe him like this. He's in Vegas right now with me. So.
Oh, he out there with you right now?
Yep. No.
What you doing? You got a fighter out there or something?
No, he just came out here because just get away for a little bit. Came out here to visit Jay Leon.
Okay.
So
okay.
Just enjoy. Like he come visit me. You know what I mean? He can get out of Detroit and come visit me, but no one else can.
Okay. Blow. Blow.
Yeah.
Hey, what did he say? But K now.
Hey. Ding.
Hey. Right.
He counted you out, K9. He counted you out, K9.
Yeah.
That's my boy, though, man. I love him ever since we were kids, bro.
Third, look, James don't understand what's going on while I was doing what I was doing. Third, you stuttered, man. When he worked my corner, I was scared that he was gonna stutter and not get the words out. I'm like, oh man, if I need some help, he might.
And that's why I was like, ding, bells over.
Yeah, ding, right over. Like, yeah, exactly. I gotta go back out there. Oh man, you're right.
That's true though. That's true. But
oh man, yeah.
Good. I don't know how he is in the corner because I work my corner, but
yeah. All right. There you go.
Just
yeah. Just say that last word. Don't get him. Let's go. That's right.
Yeah.
My man. Yeah. No, but Bones, you look.
Take this ass with him personally.
Yeah. You looking good though, man. You don't look like you really aged or none of that, man. Or was you just tricking me because you got the bald head?
No. I blame me. I feel it though. I still got a 6-pack. We're still ready to go. But I don't work out.
You got the 6-pack still? That's good, man.
Of course.
And so what?
I like young girls, and when it's a 6-pack, it takes like 20 years.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, so you ain't married then, huh?
I am. Yes.
Hold on, you married and you like young girls? I don't know how you can get away with that one. You must be akin to Jada Pinkett and Will Smith.
Well, listen, if she's with you, it's not cheating.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you just telling me something I don't know. See, that's Vegas. That's Vegas for you. That's Sin City, right?
No. I learned from my lessons. I got married the first time, knew I couldn't be loyal. So if she wasn't buying and enjoyed the same thing I do. What's the point of fucking being married?
Okay.
So,
there you go. There you go. Hey, the older you get, that's another thing you learn.
Yeah.
You have to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Being rich and miserable. That they say you can do it, but I think. I want to be happy about waking up in the morning, regardless of what I do. Whether I woke up in some hell of a spots, but the most important thing was waking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, so Bones, who is your favorite fighter to actually work with right now?
That I work with?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, because I have a few, but like right now, I guess Keith Hunter just because the mentality. I don't know if you remember his dad, but
the bounty hunter.
Something about yes. I know you know him, JK, but there's something about how their personality, man. They're out there boxing, their bell rings. They're so like. Can't
hey James, is that you breathing in the phone? Breathing in and out. I hear somebody breathing in and out.
I know, I hear
too. Yeah. Is that you, James?
Okay. Hey, evidently Evidently, either Bones got a young girl somewhere we can't see her.
Right. Sound like the wind. No, it sound like the wind.
I think
No.
KK over there. He's got it.
Hey, yeah, right. No, finish, Bones. Finish. Saying what you saying.
I'm 73-year-old Bones. If it was me, it'd be live on TV. I'd be so happy. We y'all that y'all have to turn off the dog pound.
Exactly.
Oh man.
It'd be like a heavyweight title fight, scheduled for 12 rounds, but it's end early.
Right.
I'd be like Mike Tyson. I don't know how long I'm gonna last, but I'm gonna give it all I got while I'm here.
Yeah. Bones, finish. I want you to forget what you was gonna say.
No. But then there's something about them that just like they be breathing they be breathing hard. You don't even know. Then turn around, boom, like you don't even know. Like just the dog in them. There's no quit. There's just like man. I mean, listen, he can come not even work out for 2 months. Come out here. If you say 6 rounds, he'll do 6 rounds. There's no quitting. No, there's all dog and just like I love that part. But right now, I guess like one of my other favorite too is a 15-year-old. I think he's gonna be turning pro next year.
Oh, 15.
His name is Robert Merryweather, and he's born in Kentucky. He's been out here for a minute. He's probably gonna be around my weight division, 122 right now. Just phenomenal young kid. Phenomenal.
Oh, right.
15 years old.
Yeah.
He's 15 right now. He's gonna be turning 16 next year. And
122 already.
Yes.
Okay.
But my Floyd, he's been with Floyd, been over there with Floyd a lot. Okay. So they came over to me to really learn and sit down and learn the professional style instead of amateur.
Is he fighting in the tournament? This tournament coming up in December?
The tournament is canceled.
Oh wow, it is.
I was telling the guys yesterday. I said it's gonna be canceled. Oh, I bet you it's not, coach. They got they got the money, got everything right. Then today they canceled.
You talking about the national tournament was canceled?
The national tournament was canceled. Everybody paid their dues, right?
Wow.
They paid their entry fee and non-refundable. Paid and then now it's canceled.
Non-refundable.
Oh.
Non-refundable. Everybody paid $30 a fighter.
Wow. And it's non-refundable. Ooh wee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only that though, is I think that they're even offering like coaches that they sign up this year, sign right. They're trying to get money any way they can. You know what I mean? But every which way they can, but the right way.
Wow. Hey, listen, I still can't believe that. My son, we didn't enter the tournament because his weight class was too full. They had guys that was in the waiting line. At 152, it was stacked. It was overstacked. So we was like, man, we couldn't go. So I don't feel bad now because you weren't gonna be able to go anyway. Nobody's going.
Nobody's going.
And that's sad too, man. Because he's 19.
Oh shit!
Yeah. But it's sad though because these amateurs are not getting any work. They're not fighting. Period. So a lot of guys are going to be forced to turn pro. Saying they be getting no work.
That's what's happening to this kid. He's going to be 16. And honestly, But as good as he is, and move the right way, it'd be well worth it. But he's got to take advantage of turning 16. Right on TV and let people know him, let him household name. And he's got someone behind him that can do that for him, Floyd. So Floyd's like a big brother to him. So and wants to take care of him, so he will.
No, that's good, man. Yeah, that's good. Listen, we need more trainers like yourself. I mean, how many actual world champions are actually still involved in boxing? That's training people and teaching people what they learned themselves. So man, I take my head off to you because.
I tried teaching what I didn't, you know what I'm saying? What no one taught me, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I would take all my lessons and bad mistakes and toward them, because, it's not necessarily, as a fighter, either you got it or you don't. You want it more than anybody, right? So I'm just here to help guide them along and help them get the knowledge, so that they do the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I see Michael Carbajal. He's another former world champion. He's out here teaching and training fighters and stuff. Man, I love seeing that boy. That's gonna keep the sport going. Even with the NBA. The NBA they hire the former NBA basketball players who better to actually, you know, to discuss the game than a former world champion or a former NBA basketball player. Same thing with us. Who's the better to be a trainer for the youth or the guys that's up and coming than a world champion or someone that actually did it. Same thing with the commentating. I mean, who is better to hire? A person that just went to school for it or a person that actually been in there?
Right. I mean, you know what to look for. Yeah.
You know what to look for. Exactly. He don't have to think about what to do. He can see it coming.
You know, and it's so nice you mentioned Michael Carvall because a lot of these young guys they didn't know who he is, and he's the one who paid the way for us smaller guys.
Yes.
$1 million. He's the one who paid the way for everybody, all the action, all the just to have people look. People didn't care until him, and he paid the way for us smaller guys. And people don't even know who he is. These kids don't know who he is today.
They show that, and that's the bad part about social media is that you know it was before the times then, you know. And Michael Carvall, Michael, they called him the little hands of stone.
That's it. Yep.
So you see, I pay attention.
I learned from Michael Carvall the lead uppercut, how dangerous it was. You know what I'm saying? Because he knocked without the lead uppercut, and I'm like, wow, like it just like impressed me. Wow, I didn't know you could do that. Until him, and then when I seen him do it, I started doing it.
Hey, Javante Davis, he sure been watching him do it because that lead uppercut he hit Leo Santa Cruz with. Oh man,
I knew. I just knew. Listen, I knew if he hit him, he's done. And he did one. I mean, I knew just that one uppercut. I knew it. And he was setting up. He didn't care. He's patient. So he taught him to be. I was there in the camp for there. Be patient. And he was, and it paid off.
Man, was that the knockout of the year?
So far, yeah. Mind you, there hadn't been that many knockouts, mind you, because like you said, there's no amateur at all, and hardly or very few professional.
Yeah, that's true. What about that White fight? Remember when White fought against who did he fight? He was winning the fight, the heavyweight.
The uppercut too. Yeah.
Man, another one.
Yeah. I would like to see Michael Hunter fight him too. We'll fight anybody. We'll fight whoever. We don't care.
Yeah.
We're going to the backyard.
Mike Hunter, Mike. So you actually training Mike Hunter right now too?
Yes.
Because I know he was being trained by what's the other heavyweight former world champion who knocked out Lennox Lewis?
Hasim Rahman.
Who? Hasim Rahman. So he left him and he trained with you now, or how that go?
We're all kind of like together anyways. Hasim trains in my gym. We're all like a family.
I got you.
So we all kind of work together as well anyway. So
okay. I was just wondering, you know, hey, some fighters, you know, they go from here to there, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, I know it would be a good situation because you ain't, you know, you a good guy, so it ain't like you know, you guys, some trainers, man, they ear hustlers, you know what I'm saying? They be in your ear like, hey man, come on,
well,
let me holler at you.
But like that type of fighters, see, they know how to get to them because they're like me, just like naturally, they're just gifted, and there's a certain way they want to fight, there's a certain way they see it. So we just got to be there to help him along, help him see what he does, remind him of what he can do and what he can't do, and just similar things. We're not there. We're just there to help guide him, and he needs to be guided. Fighters like that. I don't. Guided.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that group called ABC, Another Bad Connection. I think that's what y'all got. You and Hasim Rahman, the 2 world champions training the fighters in the gym. They don't get no better than that. I don't know no gym that has 2 world champions that's training fighters right now.
Well, you want if you come to my gym is kind of special. Sometimes you walk in there and there'll be like 5 of us helping people. There'll be Mike McCallum, the body snatcher.
Wow, that's 3.
Casamayor.
That's 4.
No, Hasim Rahman. There's that man. Just like you just be surprised on how many people. Like some people come, hey champ. Oh shit, I mean champ. Yeah.
Right.
I got a special place out here, bro. Very.
What's the gym called?
Bones Out Boxing. Prince Ranch.
That's right. That's right. K9's never been to your gym, has he?
No.
Yeah, I went out there at when they had the last boxing show out there.
What was that?
That was what it was just 18. Was it 2018? Somewhere around in there, 18 or 17. Because you mentioned a lot of your fighters, but my favorite guy is Blair. How's Blair doing, Bones?
Blair's doing good, but Blair is over in LA with Freddie Roach.
Yeah, I know the last time I had talked, he said he was coming out here to LA for a little while. Is he staying out here? Is he
Yeah,
coming
so
back
far
a year away?
he's over the wild card, which works out. But it's like him and I are like father son. I have got him.
Yeah,
But like I'm good enough for everybody else, but not him. You know what I'm saying? Like that father son. Me and him's been like this, like tight since the moment we met, and it's more like a father son. And you know how the fathers don't really want to listen to the son, but the father can make do well with other people. That's how we
right,
are. So I'm very happy
right.
for him to be blessed to go with Freddie and have Freddie help him. I mean, I'm blessed all the way around. I mean, one way or another, I'm just happy for
Now,
him.
now, I'm sure the fact that there are 5 champions in your gym might have had a little influence over Freddie taking him over here in wild card. I'm just saying. I mean,
Bro, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, matter of fact, it's so funny you bring it up because he's one of the guys who will walk in. Hey, the champ is here. Then you look around and he goes, oh. Realize he's the only one that's not the champ.
That's it.
Yeah.
I always have a bunch of people in here. A lot of champions come by here. They say, I just see me, show me love, and help me out. And like Nate Campbell and I are like, they're like, man, we're like this. And he always stops in, helps me out with the guys sometime. And I mean, just everybody with me, how I am, I come with open arms to everybody that wants to come through. Lend your voice, lend your hand, help me help these guys. I don't mind. I don't care. I'm very secure of who I am and who I got and what I could do. And just, but I just because I try telling somebody come in and just say it a different way, and they just get it like this. So it just I like that, and I welcome them with open arms. K9 can come out anytime.
Yes.
Bones,
I'll be out there.
Bones is a little different, K9. When I went to a lot of the other gyms out there in Vegas, they were like, in malls or around, places where people could see him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I went to Bones' place, Bones was like, if Detroit had country, I mean, it would be like you going out in the suburbs. Bones has a little place. He has his own little place out there. It's like a little compound. When you go through the gate, it's this big open space. You see the tire. I mean, it doesn't, it just looks like just a regular little place. It doesn't even look like a gym where, like you say, you got 5 or 6 world champions hanging around. It looks like it's a little place in the back, and maybe there's a couple guys that are into physical fitness or something like that. And then when you go back, you see Bones, you see a couple rings, and what I mean, nothing fancy. If it were in a basement, it would be Kronk. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. But I'm a narcissist kind of when it comes to it's got to be clean. My gym is in town. I can't stand. I mean, I want no posters up on the wall because they're dirty and nasty. I want nothing's going to go. I clean religiously. Mine's like one of the cleanest gyms in the world, probably.
Yeah. And you got to be clean nowadays too. That COVID water, hey man, extra proceed with caution.
Bones was clean before COVID.
That's good. How far is your gym from the Merryweather gym?
Probably about 5-6 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
but Merryweather's gym
here, you can see the whole strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Merryweather is in a strip mall too. His gym is in a strip mall. Yeah.
Oh, your gym. That's traffic. Strip mall is traffic.
Well, see, but place that there is anyway, because they won't go there and everyone see Floyd. So,
exactly. Yeah.
But Floyd comes here. When he has a few fighters, like he's got the Mayweather kid, Merryweather right now. He has to get about it and sit there and watch his guys. He always comes by for something.
Yeah, so I was gonna say the guy's name is Merryweather. Is he a kin to Merryweather?
Merryweather.
Oh, Merryweather. Oh, okay.
Yes. But he was born in Kentucky. That's the odd thing is he was born in Kentucky. I was born in Kentucky. He was young, trying to turn pro at the same time I am. The father's kind of pushing him, and his father trained him the way my father. But his father knows more than mine. My would come in, hey, you get it with the right hand. Okay, what I do? Figure it out. His dad knows boxing a little bit. Like I said, the father-son relationship, just because the father knows what needs to be done, but the son, I'm just kind of like reminds me a lot of myself. That's why me
Yeah.
and him have a good bond and connection.
Okay. That's good. That's real good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very excited
Hey.
about him for next year. Very excited. I'm saying like he a boxer. He's really good.
Right,
really good.
right. Hey, but man, you got a real good thing going with those with the brothers though, man. You got them brothers, man. They hot, man, and yeah, they real hot. So keep that going.
I would take Keith against Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
Teofimo, I would take him in any 135 pounder out there right now today.
Yeah.
Any 135 that has a title, I would take it.
Yeah.
Take it right now.
Whoa.
Right now, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now you said 135, right?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I even say
you got
142.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
K9, he said 130 and 140.
Oh no, he's a good fighter though. Hey. Yeah, he's a good fighter. Hey, he long and rangy.
Yeah, see, you know him, yo.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, that boy can punch, bro. He may look like a toothpick, but he punches like a gorilla, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, talk about toothpicks. You remember Tommy Hearns as an amateur?
Yeah. My son's 7 years old. He came by. I don't know why he did this. Guy's crazy, man. My 7-year-old looked at Keith the other day. Oh, I see you missed leg day.
Yeah. I know your fighter. Yeah, I know your fighter. They was trying to get him in a fight against Demetrius Salida's fighter, Hojakan, Demetrius Salida fighter. What's the undefeated guy? Southpaw. Shojahan.
Here's the problem now. Here's the problem with that situation. The problem is this. Greg Cohen. That's it. That's all that means. But we said yes. We said whatever was going on with Greg at the time, and still just like right now, we're almost out of the contract. I think probably about 30 days or so we'll be out. But Greg Cohen is the problem with that. Greg Cohen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey. That'd been a great fight. I sparred the guy before. That guy's a strong guy. That boy, he ain't no slouch. Yeah, he's super strong. Yeah.
That's at 140, right?
At 140. Yeah, 140. Southpaw. Yeah, I'm quite sure y'all familiar with him because y'all was gonna fight him. So yeah.
Yeah. And we said yes, but for some reason I don't know what the situation was, but I know it had to do with Greg Cohen. Greg Cohen wasn't happy about something. So
okay. Who you got winning this weekend? Mike Tyson or Roy Jones? Because even though they say it's not a fight, it's an exhibition. It's a fight. Somebody gonna win. Somebody gonna lose for real.
Well, we know. We'll know. But
absolutely.
The only reason I love Roy, I know him since I was 14. I love Roy, but the only reason why I give Mike the advantage is because this. Yes, he did smoke a lot of weed, but he's been off for 10 years. That body didn't take the abuse. Roy's been getting hit by some of the lesser opponents and getting knocked out and stopped.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I give. That's the only reason I give Mike the advantage because the last thing he loses is power, and he's always strong tail. The last thing he loses is the power. So that's always I give him the advantage.
Yes, absolutely. Do you think it's going to be very entertaining? Do you think people are going to feel like they got they bang for their buck? Because, if it don't do well, people are going to be mad as all know it. And Blaze Boxing, right? This Saturday, boxing is going to be the frontier of everything that's going on.
You know what? Can't do something. I think that they did pretty good. I think they're going to have a couple good fights. The Jake Paul fight. Jake trained here. Jake, you know what? For people somebody who has the experience that he does, he's really good. That boy wants to learn boxing. He's trying to fight somebody for real, not just another guy, in NBA he wants to fight somebody for real in probably next year. And the way he's been moving along and progressing, I think that he can.
Oh, that's good. So he's
he'll knock Robinson out, I believe.
Yeah. Oh wow. So
and I say out. I mean out. This boy's been listen. He's been stretching people in here.
Oh, he been stretching people. Oh, you heard it. Y'all heard it. Oh wow, y'all hear it right here on the Dawg Pound. Hey,
man, he's been stretching people. I'm telling you right now. Don't bet against that boy. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah, I was going with him in the first place. 'Cause, hey, when you're a basketball player, you're good at that. You might even want to just stick with that. Ain't that many people that can multitask when it comes. I'm a boxer. I ain't about to be trying to go be a football player after that or play baseball. I might do it for a hobby. Play a little golf for a
Jordan did
hobby.
it, and he played baseball, played basketball, he
Yeah,
played baseball.
but he wasn't good at
Unfortunately,
it. He wasn't good at it. They just gave it to him because it was his name, Michael Jordan. Oh man, we gonna sell some tickets.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
He bought the team so he can play on it. Things like
Yeah, that's true. No, Bo Jackson though. Bo Jackson was all right. Bo Jackson, you remember that?
Oh yeah. There's a few that could do it, a couple. But
Yeah,
you're right though. You can't. Boxing is different than any other animal. I'm telling you right now.
yeah.
Don't try comparing UFC. Don't try. It's it's just like weird. Like no other sports like this. None.
Nah, no. Who you think is going to win between Errol Spence next weekend? Errol Spence and Danny Garcia.
I think that Errol wins, and I think that he will have the upper hand on Crawford if he knocks him out. Because I don't think he can knock Garcia out. But if he does,
Okay.
man, he's my favorite against Crawford. But right now, Crawford's my favorite against him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you wouldn't be at nah.
Bud knocks Spence out in 6.
I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen, sir.
Oh,
Man,
wow, that's a bold.
Heavyweight.
You live in Vegas. I wish I could come out. I wish I could come out there because I'd be willing to put a little of this Social Security money on this one.
And that's what I'll tell you what you do. You just deposit in my account.
So,
I'll make the
wow. Man, we was talking about that earlier.
Well, hey, as long as I get the same odds, I'll send it to K9. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sports bet good all the United States everywhere, right?
You can. As a matter of fact, if you go on DraftKings, you can get you go in the sports book and you can bet on everything from soccer to whatever, just about whatever you want. Vegas might be closed, but it ain't shut down.
That's true.
Right.
They still taking bets. Might not be no traffic on the strip, but they still taking bets.
Yeah.
Only thing that is probably hurting in Vegas is the slots. But other than that, everything else is alive and kicking.
Speaking of that, I think that California closes tomorrow, and usually when they do, we do what they do.
Yeah. I'm close friends with Pat Russell, and Pat and Jack. They train the referees as well as be their advisors to the California State Commission. So usually, whatever comes out, I can call Pat, and he usually knows. So well, they've opened it up for live events with no audience, but here in San Diego and in LA, we've had a big surge in cases. I think we have a little over 900 dead here in San Diego. So they're talking about closing up I think the bars can't stay open past 10 o'clock. The bars and restaurants. I mean, you have to be out by 10. It's not that we close at 10 and you can fit. No. The place.
That makes no sense, though. That's like saying you can't catch the corona after 10 p.m.
Well, no. Right. Well, no. Hey, I understand what you're saying, but most people get drunk after 10 o'clock. So, so I mean, usually it's that time between 10 and 2, where people kind of lose those inhibitions, and whereas you started out 6 feet apart at 7 o'clock, by 10 o'clock, you got your arm around. Hey man, what's happening? Let me get another drink. Or give one to my buddy too. I mean, that's it. So I can, so I can understand that part. I mean, It's but like you said, I mean that doesn't stop the virus, and if they're telling you that they don't want you to go home for Thanksgiving and be around your family, then where you supposed to go after you leave the bar at 10 o'clock? You can't go home, So you know, it's, so like you say, I mean, there's a lot of things that don't make sense,
Yeah.
but then again, we're living in times that don't make a whole lot of sense.
Man,
One,
yes.
Florida still said they're gonna have the Super Bowl. So
It's about the money.
right,
Yeah, see?
but, but
See,
people, but
I think that's why the hunters are fighting in I forgot who the main event is, but Mike's the co-main event. They're fighting in Texas. So
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
Texas.
they don't care either. Texas,
Yeah.
yeah. Where are they fighting? San Antonio?
I forgot the name of the place that they're fighting at.
Yeah.
I actually just texted him a few minutes ago because my friend wants to go, so we're trying to find out. I forgot. It's not San Antonio though. I did know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be Houston. We just had Ronnie on the show too, so it could be Houston, or it could be Houston or Dallas.
I got to spend a week with Ronnie. I just got to spend a week with Ronnie, and man, it was great getting to know Ronnie. He's just like wonderful guy, bro. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, you he was at your gym with the young cruiserweight that he has now.
No. He we went on lockdown for a week. I mean, look, me and Ronnie, we know each other, but
Yeah, I know.
Each other in a week of being in the quarantine.
Okay.
The fight in San Antonio. Who was the main event? What's his name? Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is the main event. Santa Cruz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to be together for a week, and me and Dominic Gwynn. Me and Dominic. I trained Dominic a little bit, and me and Dominic are very close friends. But them two, they work together. So.
Yeah. Hey, do you agree that it's actually great, to even be able to get in the ring, because ain't that much action right now? Like the local shows, the guys, little guys are trying to come up. They ain't able to throw shows now because no one can actually sell tickets, because no one's able to come to the fight unless you had a big show. And a big show, you still had limited fans that can actually be there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you are. They're very blessed to get a fight. And like you said, all the guys, they depend on the sponsors and the ticket sales to pay for the fight. You can't have those fights, so they're very blessed to be on there. So and they better take advantage of it and be happy instead of complaining. Be grateful and happy. I'm and everybody that I know has been. So
it's gonna be I hate to say it, but it's gonna be a bad Christmas for a lot of fighters. The money ain't there. I mean, just think about it. Some of these fighters are forced to take hard fights to get the money that they normally would have got. Fight just an easy fight. They got to fight on pay-per-view to get the money that they wanted to.
Let's not forget the trainers too, because the trainers only get a little bit tiny portion of the fight, and the fighters ain't fighting. How we get paid? Like, so I worked almost all year with very little money because I got paid because nobody's fighting. Nobody's fighting.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, listen. Good point. That's why it's so great to be able to talk to a former world champion who knows the business. You know what I'm saying? Right. I wouldn't even thought about that. I wouldn't even thought about the little man. Ain't that something though? How we the little man now? We former world champions, and now we, you know what I'm saying? We training people and they giving us 10%, like we was giving them 10%. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around.
The fortunate thing is though, is this: we can have 100 guys. They only got themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference. But the situation is still the most important person is the trainer, because without the trainer, you guys you're not going to win. So the manager gets more money. Yes, he's putting money up, but they don't care. No one cares about the promotion, and nobody cares about the trainer except for the fighter possibly. But even then, who knows?
Yeah. Right. But these fighters nowadays, like you being a good guy like you are, me being a good guy like I am, they'll walk all over you. If they don't have structure, a daddy's in their life that's telling them, "No, bro, you hang in there." You know what I'm saying? Bones Adams, he's a good dude. He's a real dude. The average guy, man, they gonna be like, man, soon they get that money, bye, see you later.
No, it's true. But you can tell you something. Like believe in myself and believe. Listen to me.
Yeah.
You can leave me if you want, but you know what? Hey, it's gonna get you in the long run. In the long run, you're gonna lose fights. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose opportunity.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because that. You mean what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
And I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Yes.
And I expect. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I just believe in karma.
Yes.
You know, if I go out and give you 100%, should give me 100%.
Exactly. I mean, do you feel like with some of these fighters that it makes sense to? I mean, even though you probably can't do it or you probably won't do it, to have a contract with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hey, I'm gonna be your trainer. We're gonna get a contract, and where I'm in your contract, and when you sign with your promoter, because a promoter, when they sign a contract with a promoter, the promoter sometimes put in a contract they can be able to pick, or a manager could be able to pick who their trainer is.
Correct. You know, well, that's a lot of the managers, not really the promoter, but the promoters. That's what the manager does, and that's what happened with me with my management. But the thing, you know, yes and no. I'm like, everybody keeps telling me, you know what? Hey, they're gonna screw you. They're gonna screw you. Get a contract. But you know what? My personal opinion. Listen, I'm only a man's only good as his word, and my word is good enough to listen. I would take your word for this. Listen, like I said, karma's a bitch. Yeah. And if you decide to screw me over in the long run, you know what? It's going to screw yourself over in the long run.
Right. And then if you're a guy, you know who you are and you know who you training. You know if a guy going to go or not go. You know, you'll be able to tell. They get to acting different after a certain amount of fights. You'll be able to know, like, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? I think I better lock him in. I better watch him, you know? I need to get...
You start... Listen, it's just like this. When they're trying to screw you over a couple $100, come on. Like, I know that means more to them than does to you at the time.
Exactly.
But the thing
that's a sign.
Offer it, and let me say, hey, let's keep it. Don't just not pay.
Exactly. You would have them signs. You would definitely have them signs. Trust me. You had them signs. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I've had that happen a couple of times.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I did 7 years one time.
I was about to say, did you knife him? I was gonna say, did you knife him?
No, I
blade him.
No, I didn't.
You blade him?
No.
Wesley Snipes.
No.
Wesley Snipes.
No.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
No.
That's funny.
He woke up, broke up. I mean, you know, things happen.
Wow.
Motherfucker dropped out of a tree on it, K9. Nobody looks up. Everybody looks down.
Man.
But, you know.
Yeah. You know. Hey, was it worth it though? 7 years?
Was it worth it?
Over $20?
It wasn't 20. but when you ask, was it worth it?
Yeah.
Like I tell everybody, when I go back to my neighborhood, everybody know who I am. So was it worth it?
Yeah.
All depends on how you look at it. I'm still here.
Street cred.
I'm still here, and he's gone. So you know.
Oh, he gone. Oh wow.
He gone. You know. So
wow.
You know. So like Bones said, karma. What goes around, come around.
Man, you're absolutely right.
So,
you know, you're right.
Hey,
right.
The only thing I'm glad about,
it
wasn't me. You know, otherwise I wouldn't be talking to you.
Facts. Super facts.
You know. So hey, karma has played a very big part of my life. I understand that real well. You don't have to tell me about that twice. Bones, you know, what's your take on this Canelo thing, man? You know, is the money still going to be available? You know, now that Canelo's a free agent, you know,
I think he's going to promote himself, right?
Huh?
Right, but
he's going to promote himself, right?
Right. So I mean,
I think the money's going to be there like he's expecting.
You said what again? You don't think so?
No, not right now. Not just because of how times are right now. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can't expect. Listen, like we just spoke. You barely have fights going. You know what I'm saying? You want 30 million? Come on, man. Come on. I mean, like, who in the world's going? Who can afford to pay that? Who?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Not only is his party. I mean, the guy who's fighting gonna get paid well as well because of his name. Right, he's getting 30 million. I gotta get 6 or 8. So it just adds up, and then the undercard is
exactly.
like, who can afford that? So if he promotes himself, will he get that much? I don't think so.
Yeah. So you think he should have stuck and stayed? I think maybe he probably should have stuck and stayed. He probably would have got more money from the zone. They still was talking about paying him some good money, just not what he was, supposed to been getting.
They wasn't giving that 30 million a fight. They told. I think they told him they give him, what was it, 22? They could give him 22, but they couldn't give him 30 million.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I think he took 20 and ran.
Yeah, exactly. Because he ain't gonna get 20 his next fight. But then again, I don't know. He fighting Caleb Smith for a world title, so he might.
Who's that?
Caleb Smith, Canelo.
Yeah, who's that?
Caleb Smith from overseas. Yeah. World champion.
Exactly. Who is
that?
He
a world champion.
He's not a household name.
He got a country behind him. He got a country behind him.
He's got more money fighting Caleb Plant.
Oh yeah, he would have. Yeah, but he probably would have lost.
See, I even said the same thing with Caleb. I heard that they offered Caleb. I heard what they offered Caleb. I would have took it because it's a win-win situation.
What they offer him? It's just he say, she say. It's just the streets talking. The streets talking.
It's a win-win situation. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, he's a smaller guy.
Yeah.
And supposedly, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, listen, it's like losing to Floyd.
Yeah.
Do you think that hurt Canelo? Hell no, it didn't help Canelo. Now the world knows who he is.
Absolutely.
Now the world knows who he is. And they're getting, hey, ever since then, he's been beating up his ass. Same thing with Caleb. If you get that, get paid well, and you beat him, freaking tremendous, right? Tremendous win. If you don't, you lost a bigger guy, but but your name's going to be bigger for the next guy.
Exactly. Yep, that's real talk. Yeah, that's real talk. That's like when you fought anybody that fought Cotto. You know what I mean? You know, as long as they didn't get knocked out, they got a bigger name because of that. Austin Trout. Austin Trout beat Cotto. And he got paid off that, just off beating Cotto. If you fought Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar wasn't. I mean, I'm sorry. Floyd was not Floyd until he beat Oscar.
Absolutely.
Oscar
wasn't Oscar.
You got to take those chances.
Yeah, exactly. Oscar wasn't Oscar until he beat Chavez.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
So
everybody
has their thing, and everybody's got to be willing to take their chance to take advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
Not and Caleb don't want to. So.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. You think?
Hold on here, kid. Because you got to remember.
Yeah.
2 years before I got you as my co-host.
Yeah.
On Sunday, Ronnie Shields used to be my co-host. Okay. So I got to ask, just since you put it that way, was Jamel Charlo before he beat K9?
You know what? Hey, well, he wasn't Jamel. Well, you mean Jamal? Jamal Charlo.
Yeah.
The other twin. No, he wasn't Jamal Charlo before he beat me because he wasn't a world champ. After he beat me, he became a world champ. That's when he started making money.
Yep.
Yeah.
So in your
what you say?
Okay. No. I
say that again. Huh?
No, I was just kind of.
I hear. What Bone say?
Bone said you had the name.
Exactly. I had the name. Yep. There you go. You know, you the champion.
Every household knew your name. You know what I'm saying? Every household knew your name.
Hey, you know what?
But that was because of the Contender.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. Hey, you know the crazy part about like being on that reality show when reality shows first came out, the Contender, that you know the one of the guys that was over the Contender was fighting us against fighters who were on paper bigger names. But we were actually the bigger fighters because we had that fan base from that reality show. So we would fight against guys, and the guys would want to fight us because if they beat us, the people would know who they are. And it's like, man, I fought. That was crazy, man. It was really crazy. But then they were getting paid way more money than the Contenders were, and we were actually the ones that people wanted to see. And then man, that's the guy that beat K9. Oh man, it was crazy. Yeah.
I mean,
that's life though.
I mean, I mean, because I mean, when you look at Austin Trout, and Austin Trout is another real good friend of ours. I mean, we've known Austin since our first, but Austin was a name where Austin got. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Austin was boxing's Timex.
Yeah.
Austin got paid to take a licking.
Man, listen. Hey, listen. He was Al Hayman. He was Al Hayman's second favorite. He one guy that lose a world championship fight, go fight for another world title. Lose that fight for another world title. Lose that. Man, he fought for world titles like 4-5 times in a row.
That's what I'm saying. But you understand where I'm going with that, Bone?
Man.
Yeah. So like they say, sometimes boxing can be a dirty game, and sometimes it depends upon the breaks, and very much who you know.
I bet can't neither one of y'all tell me who Al Hayman's favorite fighter was. That first fighter, favorite fighter. Man,
I don't really know too much about him, so I don't know.
Let me give you. I'll give you a hint. He fought on HBO. He was an African American guy. He was making $750,000 just fighting against guys with no names. He fought Floyd.
Oh man.
Floyd's last real fight.
I was gonna say Emmanuel Burton, but
are you close? But Floyd's last fight against a former world champion, not against Conor McGregor, but the fight before that.
I don't know.
Andre Berto.
Oh yeah, Berto.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Berto. Yeah.
Man. Berto been driving Bentleys. He been off Al Hayman money. Man, he been getting it for real.
You're so true. Yeah, he is his favorite. Yeah.
Man, he is favorite. And Lou DiBella did a great job with him, man. Lou DiBella don't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm shouting him out for that. Lou DiBella did a great job with him because Lou DiBella was his promoter.
Yes, Lou knows boxing. He knows what to do.
Yes.
He's one of those New York guys, man. They just know boxing up there, and then they know how to move a fighter. They know how to make a name out of him. So you're correct about it.
What was the biggest robbery in boxing? Can y'all tell me what was the biggest robbery in boxing? You can tell me your top three. I'm gonna tell you my top.
Right. First thing over my head is Hagler Sugar Ray.
Okay.
That's number one. That's number one.
That's number one.
Still today, he does not like Sugar Ray.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. He went and did moves after that. Yeah, he went overseas.
No, he went to Italy.
Yeah.
He went to Italy. He didn't go
right.
He stopped
it. But I
right.
WBC convention.
And
I'm trying because he's my favorite. Like he's my my all-time favorite fighter, and not necessarily because of what he did inside the ring, but how he was outside the ring. So I went to meet him. He's like, "Oh, I ain't got time to get out here." The hell, what the fuck? And he's like, "Man, because Sugar Ray's in there. Sugar's in here, and he's like, he can't stand him. He wants to get the hell out." I'm like, "Oh man."
Yeah. Now look, when I say robbery, I'm not just talking about a robbery where the person lost a fight. I'm talking about what I'm saying, bankroll, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if that's number one, what's number two?
We have a FMA student. FMA student says Ali Frazier.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Oscar De La Hoya and Fernando Vargas wasn't the happiest campers with each other.
Okay. That's two. One more. Give me one more. I'm gonna tell you my top two, maybe my top three. I got some good ones.
I'm trying to think robberies because I love everybody.
Yeah.
I don't mean like.
Yeah.
I love everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. And I'm like. Yeah, and like I say, I'm not necessarily saying far as, robbery, far as a fighter getting robbed by another fighter, you know what I mean? I'm talking about in all different kinds of ways. Any kind of way you can think of a robbery. James real good at that. He was like, man, what'd you say? What'd you say? You said, man, Kel Brook, he robbed everybody $2 million. So I'm talking about
okay.
Bow, bam, $2 million.
3.
Yeah, he's a magician. $2 million.
He took that $2 million and went home real quick.
Right.
Just so you guys know, there ain't nothing over anymore. Just so you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you my top 3. Let me give you my top 3. I say, okay, number 3. No, I'm gonna give you my top 2 because I could just think of 2 right off the back. Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Conor McGregor had his first pro fight and got $100 million. Let me rewind that. $100 million. Huh?
They didn't really have a beef. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Everything was for the show, for the fight.
It
wasn't really a beef, so I think.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about it was a robbery. They robbed the bank. They both of them, man. Listen, man, that's the second biggest pay-per-view. Period. You know
I heard somebody talking about him earlier. I think somebody was telling me about. Listen, the way I see about that, listen, Floyd played with that boy. He let him go 10 rounds. It wasn't like he was a good fighter. Listen, he played with that boy. He played with that boy. The whole he sparred the same way that he fought. Played with these guys. He got just let him right. He played with that boy.
Man, right, man. Them boys made. Listen, man. What they make about all together? If they make like $400-500 million all together.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It was 450. Because I think Floyd got 350 and Conor got 100, right?
Man, so that was 450. Man.
So just imagine. Hey, listen, that was over $1 billion fight. Who got the other money?
Exactly. There you go. Networks. You know what I'm saying?
People don't think like that. Yeah,
you don't think Al got his? You know Al got his. I'm gonna tell you number 1. My number 1 robbery. The number 1 robbery, biggest robbery in boxing history is when Al Hayman ended up with all Oscar De La Hoya's fighters. Man, listen, don't forget that Oscar is the one that promoted Deontay Wilder. He promoted Jamar Charlo. He had everybody. I don't know if Oscar was on drugs or what, but hocus pocus bam, Al Hayman was signing all the fighters. All of them.
Well, it wasn't he was on drugs. It was like this. Still today, he's got friends and family running the company. Again, with another promotional company that friends and family instead of putting business first.
Yeah. Eric, he got a guy named Eric Gomez. Hey man, he's the president of Golden Boy now. He helped Oscar big time. That's why Oscar made him the president. Hey man, if it wasn't for Eric, it wouldn't be no Golden Boy. Al Hayman was trying to buy Golden Boy. I think he was trying to buy Golden Boy. I think at that time for I think it was $100 million, something like that. But Oscar said no. I'm straight. Oscar said, listen, I'm good. And enough drugs to get me to sell my Golden Boy. You know what I mean? So, man. Oscar actually, he tweeted on Twitter the other day. He said, I built them guys. He said, I built mostly all the guys on Al Hayman squad on PBC. And he did, you know what I mean?
But now he can't afford them.
Yeah, absolutely. But how could you not see that? Okay, you signing these fighters, but they not signing with you. They signing with Al Hayman. How could you not see that? You know what I mean? It was crazy. I don't know how. But another thing what's genius about Al Hayman is that he is an advisor. So under the Muhammad Ali act, he can't be the manager. He can't be the promoter. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna be the advisor. And I'm picking the promoter to promote the fight. He actually a promoter, manager, advisor, all that. But he doing it slickly. He doing it smoothly.
Yes. I think that they even took him to court and they lost.
Exactly. They tried to sue. Yeah, the man went to Harvard. The man is smart. Smart. Everybody thought that For a long time.
A lot of people don't even know what Al Hayman looks like. But
Exactly.
K9, it's why don't you finish up there with Bones, man? Y'all go back down memory lane and whatnot, and then we can do the K9's corner, man.
Okay. Also, yeah. So our other guests they coming on tonight. I know we had
Well, it was supposed to be Mr. Daniel Bailey,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
maybe I got in touch with Ryan,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Ryan, he's doing his thing for the holiday,
Okay, I got you. I got
Parkinson's
you. Okay.
Parkinson's
Yeah,
disease
yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
running
Okay, okay,
his raffles on Facebook.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, hey, we sorry about that. You know what I mean? Well, hey, I didn't know. You know what I mean? Hey, it's Thanksgiving, so hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Hey, Bones, man. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you face to face again, man. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep the sport going the way it's supposed to be going, man. Teaching these kids, man, and helping them, man, and being a good role model. I'ma definitely come out to Vegas, man, because I used to like coming out to Vegas, boy. Vegas is all right, boy. I love Vegas. I'ma definitely come
Well,
out
it's
there
not
when
the same right now, but yes.
yeah, absolutely. When things settle down, I'ma come out there. I probably bring the family.
Bones. Do you hear what's happening in the background there?
I do. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. K9 just
Yeah.
has a brand new baby. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you.
So,
Boy, girl.
Yeah, so boy, I got a little boy. Come on, man.
Oh,
Well, I do make girl. I made one girl. Wait, no. I got a
Yeah,
little
me
man.
too.
I
How
got a
many
little
kids you
man. I got well, my son is 19. I don't know if I can say he's a kid anymore, but I got if we gonna say he's a kid, I got 4 of them.
No, me too. I got 3 boys, 1 daughter.
Oh man, you trying to see, boy? We champions. I got the same thing.
My daughter though, she did her own thing, man. She's blown up like, man. Her name is Alexa Adams.
Okay.
She's on Instagram. She's doing her own thing. She's filming a show right now with her co-host, and she's doing her own thing over there in LA. So
that's good. That's good. That's good. Hey, with Bones, man, get these the fans or the people that's on the live tonight. Any final words or social media or anything encouraging that you want to say to them?
I got Instagram bones.adams.boxing. Listen, I'm more than happy you guys contact me. Come see my gym. Come back. Mind you, this though, once the corona is gone, unless you have a recent corona test, I gotta warn you for that. But I don't let anyone in unless they have a test. But listen, just keep your head and chin down, head up, and just always be positive. Always be positive. Always try.
Yes.
No one's going to try any harder than yourself. So if you want the job done right, do it yourself.
Okay.
Don't depend on nobody but yourself. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Well, I appreciate you, Bones, man.
Bones, I really appreciate it too, because anytime I call you, no matter what time it is, Bones is there. I called Bones this morning, K9, and Bones is here. Okay.
It's the Thuggish Rugged Bones.
I'm so happy to be on your show. And that's even the best one you have, because I get to see you guys. I get to see you guys.
We done upgraded.
I love this format you guys have.
Yes, appreciate it.
I love it.
SB in the building, yes. All right, man. Good night, Bones.
All right, guys. Good night, guys.
Appreciate you.
Guys.
All right. Don't bark if you can't bite, baby. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, my dog. Yeah. Yeah. That's dog. Yeah.
Oh, see.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So yeah, we got Daniel Bailey Jr. He's about to actually tap in.
Oh well, hey, that's what's supposed. So go ahead and get Daniel in. This is YouTube, so we're not restricted like we were by our blog talk. So you can put him in.
Absolutely.
Ryan's with him also. Okay.
Okay. All right. Can you help? Yeah. So. Oh, what's up, though? Bailey, what's up, though? Mr. Bailey.
We can see Daniel.
Yeah. Daniel, what's up?
Can you
hear us? Yeah. Can you hear us? Daniel, can you hear us? Daniel. Hey, Daniel, can you hear us? Okay. Nah. We can't hear you. Can you? Yeah, tell him hang up. Hey, Daniel, hang up and call right back. We gonna try to reconnect you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I remember young Brody. Yeah, he be tapping in sometimes.
Yeah,
You know.
see, that's Las Vegas hollering right
Yeah.
now. You talking
Yeah.
about going to Vegas? There go Vegas right there. It just lets you know you
Yeah.
already hit the lottery. You know, it's
Yeah.
there. You go. See, it's time to pay up. You can, yeah. There go your slot machine right there, and you'll be putting money in it from now on. Just keep. I can't hear you now either. It's everybody off, I guess.
Oh no,
Okay,
we good. We good. Oh
I can
no, we
hear you
good.
now.
Yeah, we just waiting on Daniel to actually reconnect. Okay, here he come. He about to join the squad. Hey Daniel, what's up
Okay.
though? Daniel, say something.
It's still buzzing.
No,
Oh no,
we got you. We can hear
got you.
you.
We hear you. Yeah, we
You
hear you
can't hear
good.
me?
Yeah, we hear you. We can hear you.
All right, but I can barely hear you. It's like brr, brr, like when you speak.
You say it's making a bloop, bloop noise when we speak.
Yeah.
I don't know, but hey, listen, we hear you real good.
Let me
Hey,
see what I could.
yeah, you must, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be on your end. We've been on for almost 2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we good because I hear you. So I don't know what it is. Got to be something like you say on your end because we hear you good.
Can-
Let me see. Damn.
Don't disappear now. Like Al Hayman, we can't see him. Where you at? Okay. Yeah.
can you hear it?
Yeah, I still can't hear no one. Like it's just a lot of buzzing.
Yeah. You can't hear us?
Let me see if I put on some headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe that might be it. Right. Right. Join the squad. Look, hey, James even got his headphones on today. Yeah.
Well, I broke mine out Monday.
Uh-huh.
I had been wearing them. I hadn't been wearing them for a while, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes things a little bit easier for
Yeah.
interference and things like that.
Right.
You know, and a
Yeah.
lot of outside
Yeah.
interference.
You see, my wife SB had me to get some beats. She said, "Hey, go grab these right here." She told me to upgrade. Yeah.
Somebody asked me, "Do I remember Benny Leonard?"
Benny Leonard. Oh, I remember Benny Leonard myself. Look. Hey, man.
Joe Biz at Gmail.
Yeah,
Ask do you?
gmail.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then I was looking at some of the things that you were asking about robberies.
Yeah.
FMA student said Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta. He must
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
older than me. I don't know if he's a student anymore. Not,
Yeah.
you
You
know.
know who that is too, though. That's Ruther. Remember Ruther? Remember Ruth was on the
Okay.
yeah, that's Ruth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Okay,
just up
okay.
under that. Yeah.
And,
He up under FMA
uh,
student. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
and
you
then
know.
he said Holyfield and Bo.
Yeah.
Um, you know.
No, look, I don't know. That wasn't a robbery. That was a good fight. You know which one he talking about? Because the first fight, Riddick Bowe won. The second fight, Holyfield won. I didn't see a robbery on that
Uh,
one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He said most recent Holyfield versus Bo. So I'm not
Man,
sure which
no,
one. Well,
no,
he didn't
no.
say Holyfield
Yeah,
versus Bo too. So I
nah.
guess he
Right.
must mean
If you want to, now, if you want to talk about robbery, like boxing robbery, where a fighter won, but they gave it to another fighter, we could talk about the Tim Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao, the first fight. Yeah, or Manny Pacquiao when he fought against Jeff Horn. You see,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, we talking about robbery, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. We might have to have Daniel Bailey Jr. join us next week or something because he got us just talking to the couch like a couch potato or something.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
like I
Yep. No.
said,
No. We
that's
good. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. No. He didn't went. He didn't went to go grab some. Another young people. They got tricks up their sleeve. So yeah. But man, I can't wait. Like, listen, man, what you gonna do this Thanksgiving, man? You eating at home? You cooking or what?
actually, I cooked Sunday.
Oh,
We
okay.
I have a young lady
Yeah.
that used to
Yeah.
live next door to us. She's in her late 90s, or late 80s.
Okay.
And I cooked dinner for her and had her over Sunday.
Okay.
We had the turkey and the candied yams and the green beans and mashed potatoes. I burned a little bit.
You burned a little bit. Hey.
Yeah,
Old school.
Usually I try to have her over, a couple of times. Her husband passed, and like we're about the only family that she has here now. So it's kind of like I might get old one day. I might need somebody myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
so I think we got Daniel.
Yeah,
Did you hear us now, Daniel?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm here now.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us good?
I can hear you. Yeah.
That's what. So you got to join the squad, man. You can't be coming on here without no earphones or no headphones on, man.
I was trying to stick out to be different, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why'd you join us so late though? You could, you was training, or you was, doing some sit-ups or something.
All right, so I was told to get on at 9 p.m. Mountain time.
Okay.
So I was actually on there Yeah, I was told 9:30, but I had got on early just to so I'd be on point.
Yeah.
Earlier today I sparred and everything. Of course, I got training done.
Oh. Yeah. How does it feel to be in a pro game? Because I know, I used to see you all the time, you know what I'm saying? And as an amateur, and you done stepped into some bigger shoes now. How does it feel to be a professional?
Honestly, it felt like in the moment when I was in the ring, it was just like this what you ever had that feeling of this what I was supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I had. Like it was just like this is what I should.
I remember that.
Exactly. Hey, old lives matter too. Young lives, old lives, hey, fat lives. Hey, man, that's right. Hey, so you got that first W, man. It was a long time coming.
Yes, sir. It just felt like everything to me. Honestly, I'm hyped to get back in the ring December 5th.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. What card you fighting on?
I'm fighting on the card out there in Mexico. I think the promoter's name is Jeremy. My manager hooked me up with it. He keeping me busy.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm just staying active. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You're in Tijuana?
Not Tijuana. I wish it was Tijuana. I wish it was.
Yeah.
That'd be San Diego.
Because man, the area we was in, like for the first fight, it was a bad area and everything like that. I ain't really care about that, but it was just like, man, like, it wasn't it.
Hey, so it was a motel instead of a hotel, huh? Atmosphere.
I remember being an amateur, and it was like 6-7 people to a room, so I wasn't really complaining.
Hey, got you. But it's
the
pro game.
How it is.
Yeah, it's the pro game. You like, man, it's different. I'm pro now. You know what I'm saying? But this is how it's got to be as a pro.
Man, when I say the gloves look like the gloves over there in Mexico, like they got ran over, thrown in dirt, and then it was like, okay, now you can box in them.
Wow. So you ain't had no breath. Yeah.
Your first fight was in Mexico?
Yep. Mexico. I was right there in Mexico. Listen, I'm over there like, I'm over there using the translator on my phone and everything. Like, hey man, I need this, things like that. But I ain't complaining because I was at the end of the day, I came over there on a mission.
Yeah, absolutely. Focus. Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah. Hey, so did you drink the water? I fought in Mexico before too, and you can't drink the water, man. I heard the waters. What did you do,
man? We were drinking out on bottled water, and then for me, I like sparkling water too, so I was drinking out on the bottle.
Yeah. It's pretty dirty over there. I ain't no shade at that, but man, I remember put down some food on a dresser, and I looked up, man, there was a bunch of little bugs moving around. I was like, man, what is this?
Man, what's going on?
Man, it's different. It's different over there. Hey, but that's big though. Your very first fight, you fought out the country. Your very first pro fight, you fought in Mexico.
Very first fight. I think we fought on the same day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, which you fought November 7th?
Yeah, November 7th.
That was special. That was my daughter's birthday, so we had a special moment right there, both of us.
Yeah, and you stopped your guy, right?
Yeah, of course. You stopped yours too, right?
Of course.
We tag team.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Y'all better go to Mexico. y'all better go to Mexico together because first fight in Tijuana.
Yeah.
If you don't get a knockout or if the fans don't like you, you got to fight your way back across the border. It's 12 miles from Tijuana to San Diego. So so not only you got to bring your boxing gloves, you got to bring your Jordans too.
Bring your running shoes.
Right, hey, man.
It was definitely like it was a long 3 days because we drove from El Paso down to Arizona, went across the border. So we finally got to the city. My guy didn't weigh in until the morning. Like I don't know what was going on. It's like my opponent got switched a couple times.
Yeah.
It was just at one point. It was just like, bro, just put somebody in the ring with me. Put anybody in there.
Hey, yeah, you blessed you fought because a lot of times when things like that happen, man, you normally don't fight.
Yeah, so I was just grateful to be able to get in there and show my talent.
Absolutely.
No. Hey, Nine, the most important thing is that he got paid.
Hey,
man. He got paid and got back across the border. He's blessed.
But to get the W, that's another one. I mean, that's up there. You know what I'm saying? Getting a W is up there with getting paid. You're very, because remember the money gonna come and go. You gonna spend that. You know what I mean? You ain't get $1 million for that fight. That money gone now. It ain't in the bank. It's gone. But that W is still on your record.
Right. It's definitely gonna stay there and it's gonna continue building.
Exactly.
I was right back in the gym on Monday.
Yeah.
Keeping my weight down. I'm doing active recovery.
Yeah. That's good. What did you what round did you stop him in?
Second round, body shots.
Oh, you got any highlights on that? What kind of people that's tapping in go see it at?
They can type in on YouTube Tapia TV and you'll see from November 7th there'll be a live stream and you could go to 1 hour and 16 minutes in on the third bout.
Yeah.
I stopped my guy. I dropped my guy a couple times. He wasn't going down with them headshots and he was getting up, man.
Yeah. Oh. Well, hey, he was a Mexican?
Definitely was a Mexican.
Oh, they can't take body shots. Yeah, they can't take them body shots. Hey, you went to the body. Yeah, that's the way to get them. The body shots.
The one part I was happy about also was the fact that I fought someone who had a lot of fights. He had about 13 bouts already in the bag.
Oh, yeah, experience. That's how you get better.
I didn't want to have no green guys or no like debuters and things like that. I wanted like guys who gonna come in there to compete.
Yeah. So what's the plan? I mean, how many times you looking to fight? Of course, you about to go to fight again on the 5th. How many times you looking to fight next year?
I want to fight. How many times Mike Tyson fought in the first 19 fight? 19 times. I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to get like. I want to get to where I'm. When I get to 4 bouts, then sign with a promoter. So I could start fighting over here in the United States.
Okay. So I got you. You over there building up right now because that's what they do. A lot of people they build their fighters up. Canelo did it. Canelo fought a bunch of his fights, and man, Julio Cesar Chavez fought over in Mexico and built their record up, and then came over here to the United States. By the time you looked up, you was like, dang, who is this guy? He 40-0.
Exactly, all that experience and a young guy with all that experience.
Yeah, absolutely. How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
24? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's good. So, how many nationals did you win as an amateur?
I won 4 national titles. I also represented Colorado at the Golden Gloves twice. I won the All Army tournament 4 times as well, and I was on a world class. I was a part of the world class athlete program for the Army.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so you was in the Army and all that?
Hold up.
I'm still in the Army.
Are you still in the Army?
Up.
Oh,
yeah.
Where you stationed?
March 19th. I'm stationed in Fort Carson, Colorado.
Oh my God, my goodness, man! you know the meaning of the word cold. Man, I think
cold is an understatement. Okay.
Only 2 places that I ever went that I never wanted to go back to, and believe it or not, I didn't get shot at it either one. But number one was Fort Carson, and number 2 was cold weather training in Alaska. It was so cold, I forgot the name of the goddamn place that we trained.
Okay.
You know, but like when you see that commercial K9, you know, with the guys out there all dressed in white, you know, talking about, you know, his brother-in-law bought him a bass and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
That nigga was thinking about how cold it was. He wasn't thinking about no fish back home. But anyway, you know, so now one thing, you know, I was in the Army for a while, and the one thing that we used to really hate was you special service guys. Because y'all didn't have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there in the morning. I'm running my 10, 12 miles. You know, I mean, you know, airborne, we do a little different. Everybody else run 5 or 7.
Definitely, you guys can run all day.
Yeah, you know. And that's what y'all doing. Y'all looking at us and laughing while we starting that first mile. When we get back, y'all in the same place. Oh, y'all just getting back. Y'all done had lunch, had something to eat, you know, did all your little things, called your wife, called your girlfriend, you know. And all of a sudden now I got to go and make a goddamn fire so I can get warm, and because I'm not going home yet. I still got to go out in the
salty
field.
right now.
Right. You know,
it's beef.
So, hey, man, so look at
Hey, when I tell you my story, you're going to be like, okay, man, I understand your pain.
And so, well, that's what I'm getting to. What's up?
All right, so I had to earn my spot on the World Class Athlete program. When I initially joined the Army, I was a 92 Golf food service specialist, a cook. So so now you understand me now.
You was a spoon. Let's get it right. You was a spoon. Okay.
Hey, the worst of the worst, like the worst hours. But guess what I did? After I was working from 4:45 in the morning all the way to 8 p.m. at night, and then I would still go and run or still go to the boxing gym or do both. So I just stayed dedicated, stayed motivated, and eventually it all paid off once I got to the national tournaments, turned up and got improved to go into the World Class Athlete program. Where I was at that point where I was watching you run. And as you look down, y'all just getting back.
Right.
Oh man,
good. Man, y'all got them stories. See, I ain't never been in the Air Force or none of that. You know, the Army, none of that. So I mean, y'all can relate to each other, bro. You know.
Yeah, it definitely make you grow up faster.
And here's the thing, K9. Yeah. They were cooks, but they weren't even good goddamn cooks. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
You know, they was good warmer uppers. Open up a damn package and put that shit, you know. But
hey, that's only in the field now. Come on now. In the town hall, we cooking now. We getting hot.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
So how were you when you got in the service, and are you doing a volunteer? You doing a 4-year tour, 6 what?
All right, so I joined the Army at 19 years old. Honestly, my whole mindset was to box for the Army and represent the Army, and then my country, of course. I served about 5 years so far. I get out March 19th, and I'll be at a 6-year mark. And then I'm gonna move to Vegas and continue boxing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's good.
So you got a plan.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Hey, any fool could beat a man if he got a plan.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. So I'm trying to figure out how you actually manage to do everything you're doing. I mean, you know, is it an actual gym where you at? Because if you're in the Army, like where exactly are you at in the Army?
Okay, so right now I'm back to doing my normal job as far as being a cook, but I don't do my MOS still. So I just go and be accounted for. Once I'm done with accountability, I go into my day. It's like I'm boxing full time right now. I train at Triple Threat Boxing Gym over here in Colorado Springs. That's where Terrence Crawford trains at, Jamil Herring for their training camps.
Oh, okay.
I'm over there just working. I get there around 1 o'clock, leave there around 4.
Okay.
Go run or whatever I gotta do.
Oh, okay. So like the altitude is really high up in Denver, right?
It is. But honestly, after a while, it's easy to get past that if you just relax. A lot of people overthink the situation, like, oh man, I gotta get in shape and all that. If you box, relax, and you comfortable and everything, you go box through that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's good, boy. Hey, look, you definitely got a head on your shoulders. You know what I mean? And
I
that's good
appreciate it.
because hey, man, you listen. I'll be paranoid to go to the army and trying to box at the same time. You doing a lot, man. That's a lot. At the same
Yeah, I just
time,
made
you
it
humbling
happen.
yourself. You humbling yourself to be a cook. You know what I mean? Yeah, they be
Right.
like, you a cook, like you know what I mean? Yeah, but
Hey,
man, you
funny
a
story
fighter.
behind that one.
Yeah,
I went to the recruiter and I told him I wanted a box and everything.
yeah.
And I was like, "What MOS?" He was like, "What MOS you want?" He was like, "You still got to pick an MOS." I'm like, "Hey, where all the girls at?"
Okay.
Got me. He straight
Yeah.
got me. Oh my
Well.
God, he got me.
Something else that we didn't have. See, something else that we didn't have.
Uh,
Only time we
uh,
got to see a woman, if you got shot or you got sick, you might have
oh,
seen one then. You know, but we
Oh my
didn't have
God.
no women out in the field.
yeah,
And shit. But the guy that brought the women, it's been so. Even he's dead. Bob Hope ain't even alive no more. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Oh man.
Hey, so
yeah.
I might have thought. Well, no, I'll put it like this. I don't think that women would have been conducive exactly, to our particular time. I mean, first of all, you know, are you going? Who's going to sleep in? Who's going to be in the foxhole with you? And do you want her in the foxhole when the shooting start? I mean,
Right.
hey, lot of things, but our country is the only one that actually, is just, putting women on that high pedestal. But I was never able to use them as a recruiting tool. My recruiter was, well, do you want to stay on the ground or do you want to jump out of airplanes? I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't no women involved. Women didn't even pack the damn chutes. So so anyway, man, what's so far you said you have to check in for your accountability.
Right.
Then you go down to the gym and you work out for about what 6 hours, we'll say.
Right.
So the army got soft. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm not
Like
trying to tell you this army got soft at all. It's like at the end of the day, you just gotta earn you gotta earn your stripes, right? Like you when you get put in a situation, you just gotta make the best of it. And that's what I did. That's why I was able now. That's why I'm at the tail end of my career, my army career, and I'm getting out. That's why I got 40 these opportunities as far as continue to train, even though I'm
Yeah.
not in the program and things like that. I'm not taking
Yeah.
the army for granted. I'm very grateful that the army gave me what I had. It's different times, of course, but I feel like the time the time we in now, things are evolving. So that's why we have women who are in infantry and things like that now.
Yeah,
Just time.
the only thing they gave me was a goddamn CIB, but I'm good.
Hey, you still
Yeah.
here, right?
Say what?
You still here, so that was enough.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
And that's because I knew every time that I went out, I was coming back. I didn't know what was happening to the rest of them guys, but I knew I was coming back. The rest of that, that was
Yeah.
on y'all, but I was coming back. So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe
That's
I
called
just had
faith.
a different. What?
Yeah. I said that's called faith. That's called faith.
Yeah.
Definitely, you just gotta have it in your head. You gotta have your
Yeah.
mind made up. I'm coming
Yeah.
back.
Right. It,
Yeah,
is is it military like how people like how they have it in the movies? I mean, do they really have you yes sir and all that? You had to yes sir and you know what I'm saying? They really be trying to like kind of like dogging like the soldiers.
That's only in a training phase, really.
Okay.
Honestly, once
yeah,
you get into the
yeah.
regular army, it's basically, of course, you address your superiors as such, as far as sergeant or sir and things like that. But
Yeah.
it's not like they dogging you and things like that. It's
No.
like
Okay.
Do your job. Do your
Yeah.
right, you
job.
do
If
do your
you,
job, right place, right time, right uniform, and nobody gonna really talk to you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So if we were to go to war right now, would you have to go to war right now and go grab a big
Uh,
gun?
right now at this second, with me almost out the door,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't have to go because I'm already out the door. As far as I signed all my paperwork to get exit out the army, but people
Oh.
who still have time on their contract, of course, they could be called back in and things
Yeah.
like that. And if we got to go to war, man, all of us in the army or not in the army, you still finna have to fight.
Oh, for real, for real.
Now, if you really think about it, because if they come in to invade our country, what we gonna do? We ain't gonna just sit there and be like, oh, they shooting up the place. Let me just sit here.
Oh yeah. Everybody got a gun nowadays, anyway.
Right.
Obama tried to ban them guns. I remember I had a shirt that said Obama can't ban these guns, right? Yeah. Right. Oh man, that's good, man. So who's your manager? What's your manager name? Who's your manager?
My manager is Ryan Roach at Fight Locker.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. That's your manager. That's good. How did you hook up with him? How did y'all hook up?
Man, social media is crazy. Networking through social media, because I was looking for a manager and everything like that. So I was just hitting up a few contacts, and I came across his, and he was like, I would like to take you on. So he sent me a contract, and then I had sent it over to my lawyer, and and we worked the deal out.
Oh, let me rewind that. Hey, you said you sent it over to your lawyer, because a lot of fighters don't do that.
Yes.
Hey, you.
I sent it over to a lawyer. Al Mitchell, Michaela Mayer's trainer.
Yeah, I know.
I spoke to him always. Yeah, I spoke. Yeah, we all, the boxing real small. So
yeah.
I went to him. He came to the gym one day at Triple Threat Boxing Gym. Yeah. And I was asking him about advice and everything like that. And the first thing he said about turning professional was get you a good lawyer.
Yeah.
So that's like the first thing I did was I went back home. Yeah. And got a lawyer, because I had my older brother. Yeah. He was in a boxing match, and they waived the fight, and he stopped the guy, but then they resumed it, and he ended up losing the fight. The lawyer who got that got that loss overturned to a win. I used that same lawyer to work out my deal.
Oh, that's good. That's a good lawyer, because you can't get any lawyer. You got to get you a sports lawyer, or a lawyer that know what he's doing. Yeah, because a lot of people think Mike Tyson got the same lawyer Don King had got. You
got a lawyer for the person. You got you feel me? Like, it makes me stutter right now. Like, what was the logic behind that?
Oh my goodness. Hey man, I do not know. I think Don King won, him and a lawyer.
Vanessa. I don't understand. How you feel about the fight this weekend that's happening? Like, I heard it's like a no knockdown and no judges type of ordeal.
Yeah, hey. I don't know why they started saying that now. Why you ain't said that a long time ago? They wait until now to start saying that. They probably was on a hush until they get all these pay-per-views done. Now they want to say it ain't gonna be no real fight. And I mean, I don't know if the pay-per-view will actually do as well as it's probably gonna do if they would have said that maybe a couple weeks ago.
I definitely. It's kind of like of course I want to see Mike Tyson in the ring again, and of course I want to see him in there with Roy Jones, because I read I listened to an audio book by Jay Prince, and he was actually going to make that fight before he fought Antonio Tarver and got knocked out. Yeah. They was trying to make that fight with him and Tyson.
Absolutely. I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that, but I didn't know that Jay Prince had something to do with that.
Yeah, he was the middleman between it all. But when the guarantee that both fighters agreed on was 25, and they was working it out, and they was only at 19 at the point, and Roy was just like, I'm finna go fight Tarver, and that's when the L came.
Oh, you shouldn't have did that, man. You beat him the first time. Why do it again?
Especially like I don't understand that, but sometimes it's like an ego thing, because those guys both from Florida. Yeah, and things like that.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's why I don't like to fight guys that's from my own home, the hometown or home state, because them could be the hardest fights to actually have. You could be way better than a fighter, but he can just get up for you. Because it's beef.
Because it's you. Because he's like,
exactly.
I ain't losing to that. I could lose to a lot of people, but this guy, I can't let it happen.
I got to be the man in my city. And to beat him, I'm the man. I could beat him, I'm tired of hearing K9 name. You know what I'm saying? Right. I could beat K9. Right.
Exactly. I respect them fighting at a point where they both had money and all these things, because a lot of guys, they be trying to knock each other off before they even get off the floor.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's going to be a real fight. Do you think it's going to be a real fight, though?
Yeah, man, sparring, you see how sparring get real, so I don't see all them cameras, all the lights, man, that fight gonna get real quick.
Exactly.
And I think I got Tyson.
Okay.
Natural heavyweight, been heavyweight his whole career.
Yes.
Roy Jones coming from 160, moving up, things like that. I'm looking at all the
exactly. You can say you ain't gonna have no judges. The fans gonna be the judges. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And somebody gonna get hurt. I'm telling you, somebody gonna get hurt, man. I pray that Roy Jones don't be the one to get hurt, seriously hurt. You know what I mean? And,
I hope at the end of the day they both get to go home to their families for
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely.
Hold on. How'd you go not have any judges?
Yeah.
And you got a belt.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody. I mean, you got a belt. You got sanctioning bodies, but you got
don't
no
make no
judges.
sense.
Yeah, you asking for the public's money and all this, but you're not giving us a real fight.
Exactly. The real fight will be the undercard.
Well, that ain't the first time that happened,
Public,
so but
we don't blew some money, huh?
We was just talking about the greatest robberies. Amir Khan just walked on with $2 million. So robberies is something that happens in boxing. But
absolutely.
Daniel, where are you training?
I'm training now on Triple Threat Boxing Gym. It's I said earlier Terrence Crawford and Jamel Henry, they do their training there
in Denver.
It's a lot of traffic that comes to that gym.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think that was the difference in time because I thought that you were back east in because Freddie's in New York, right?
Oh, you talking about Ryan? Roach? Ryan's in Boston, Massachusetts. I think.
So he was on Eastern time, so that was my fault. I thought you were back east too, and you're only 2 hours behind me, an hour ahead of K9. So I thought you and K9 were on the same time when actually you're not. So that was my fault with the time there. But since we're on YouTube, it doesn't really matter.
No worries. We always get it right next time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone Fat Boy or FHATBOI said we should be the judges. I did read though that actually that is actually going to be judges. The coal miner daughter, I heard she's supposed to be one of the judges. So it's actually going to be judges from what I read. It's supposed to, who else? I think Antonio Tarver. It's supposed to be some judges.
That's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be real judges. That's what But I mean, two things I don't understand. Mike Tyson and the word exhibition. Yeah. And you get and you getting the belt and paying sanctioning fees for an exhibition.
Yeah.
So
I feel like exhibition's been out like Ray Robinson and these guys, they all did exhibitions like against Willie Pep. But Floyd Mayweather is bringing it back to modern time with the exhibitions he got done with when he went over. I forgot where he went over to.
Yeah. I think it was Dubai.
Yeah, he went somewhere and he fought the little Asian kid. He bringing it back to modern time.
He went to Japan. He fought that little kid in Japan.
Oh, Japan. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he fought in Japan.
I don't think, but that fight ain't gonna do as good as this fight. This gonna probably be the third. Right, exactly. Number 2 and number 3 biggest pay-per-view fight of all time.
Definitely, because people who don't even watch boxing anymore gonna watch this.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you guys something. There was a big opportunity missed here.
What? Okay.
Because what had happened if they had done the fight in China?
Oh, hey, listen, that's where that COVID came from, I think.
I don't think they want to go over there.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold it now. Hold it. You laughing now. You're laughing now.
Yeah.
But we got more cases of COVID than they do. And if you remember, we had a fight in China with 2 guys that had no names.
Yeah.
And they had 5 million people paying for the fight. So there's 30 billion people in China. Yeah. You don't need you don't need but 2 million of them to watch.
Yeah. Hey, and no dogs and cats, huh?
Right. Well, you can eat them after. You can eat them after the fight. That's so I mean
no.
I'm cool on
that.
Do you want it with an apple or orange in his mouth? It's up to you.
But see, we in the tough times though. See, if we wasn't in the times we in right now, then it'd do real good over there. But just right now,
Right, boy.
Absolutely.
You say you and Merryweather should be on the card.
Hey
you and
man,
Mayweather
listen.
should be on
Hey
her pay.
man, you ain't lying, boy. But Mayweather ducked that work a long time ago. He never want
What's
that
the
right
fight?
there. He ain't want to
What's the
see
fight
that,
that you
Ed.
feel like you missed out on?
Hey, listen, man, we were both world champions at the same time, bro. Both from Michigan, you know. But when he told me that one time, K9, I see the power, I already knew it was never gonna happen. Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of fights in boxing history that should have happened. Like even like
For
fights
sure.
like James Toney and Tarver, like those
Yeah.
could have been fights that could have been made and things like
Oh
that.
man, Manny Pacquiao Floyd. I mean, that fight should have been happened, you know. But
And back in 2009,
absolutely. But it turned out to be better for them in the long run because they made more money. Yeah, but for the fans, I mean, the action wasn't like it would have been if they would have fought when they were younger.
do you think that fight was as far apart as people make it seem? Because I thought it was a competitive bout.
Yeah. God bless you. I think that actually was a good fight. It still was a good fight. You know, you gotta think them guys both are still great fighters. You know, even to this day, Floyd can probably get in the ring right now. I ain't gonna say he's gonna be able to beat Errol Spence or, you know, the top guys, but he could definitely rumble with some of these guys that's up and coming and beat them. A lot of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Just long as he don't get in there with Bud, I don't think he should get in there with Bud.
Oh no. You know them days is, they far gone right now, you know, but you know, I mean, from what he say, from what I heard, he don't smoke or drink or none of that. So he live a good, clean, you know, life right now. But you know, when age catch up with you, it catch up with you, you know, though. So, you know, but hey, at 55 years old, hey, Mike Tyson smoking blunts is still about to come back. Hey.
Right. Hey, he doing his thing though. At the end of the day, if his mind right and your body aligned, like go for whatever you want to do in life.
Yeah.
See, you know that's on my bucket list. That's I got two things on my bucket list.
Yeah.
That I just added. One is to go to the Hall of Fame at Conestoga.
Yeah.
And get an autograph with from Marvin Hagler.
Yeah.
And the second is to pass a blunt to Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Hey, but I'm thinking like this though. Nowadays, you know, weed is legal. So right. I mean, how can you really? I mean, how can you fail a drug test if you need weed and you got, say, it's a few guys that had cancer, you know what I mean, and they beat cancer. Daniel Jacobs and them, and for the comeback fight after they had beat it, if they were smoking weed because it helps you eat, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how could you fail a drug test? Yeah.
You see that little bottle right there?
What's that? CB?
This is CBD. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now
that's
what's
an
CBD?
Eyedropper.
Okay, that's an eyedropper?
That's an eyedropper.
Okay.
Every morning you can put this in your tea. You can just put it right on your tongue.
Okay.
But I use this and one of the CBD oils that you put on, on your skin, topical.
Yeah.
Instead of using drugs.
I'm over here in Colorado, so it's legal over here.
I'm in California. I'm in San Diego. I can smoke a blunt and walk down the street. The only thing I got to do when I get on the bus is put it out.
Yeah.
What was that athlete who was smoking a couple years back? The swimmer.
Oh yeah. Michael Phelps. Yeah.
Michael Phelps. But I mean, but on the same hand, if you get caught with a joint in Japan, you can go to jail for 25 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, different parts of the world looks at drugs a lot differently.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But those are usually countries that have had problems with opioid drug, heroin and things like that. But but one thing that I do know from my experience, there's not one dude I know even Mike Tyson that wants to smoke a blunt and then go fight.
Yeah.
He might want to go get a hamburger.
I don't know.
Okay. Name one. Name one person that you've ever known that's been arrested for starting some kind of violence after they smoked a joint.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say I
You
just
said
after
box.
they just smoke.
You
I
said
didn't
box.
box it up.
He said box. He said box. He
Yeah.
said, I remember back in
Yeah.
the days, boy, I hit a blunt boy and go in there and spar and was feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? Back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know.
yeah, and I'm not fighting
Yeah.
on the streets, then that's different. You know, it's gonna have you mellow. It's gonna be different. It's different. You're
Yeah.
gonna be chilling.
I mean, plus you already knew what you were gonna do after you smoked that blunt. You had intentions of doing that and then going to, you know, but it wasn't just the natural effects of the marijuana that made you just want to go and fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
It don't make you aggressive.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
the most I want to do is get a piece of chocolate cake and go and watch TV.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
you're
gonna
right.
do.
Hey, yeah.
You
I
know.
see Zab Judah, man. He be smoking that weed a lot now. I think he doing it too though for medical reasons because he had brain surgery. And if I'm not mistaken, it seems like it's like, man, as many dispensaries on each corner as it is liquor stores. Everybody got a dispensary now.
It's
Look,
everywhere. Like I'm looking out my window right now. I see one.
That's what I'm talking about.
At 73 years old, I took my last anger management class, I think when I was 69.
Uh-huh.
And I know people, there's probably 3 or 4 people yesterday that should be very glad that I smoked weed, or I probably would have went in their mouth.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, that's just, you know, it keeps me mellow, you know, and it keeps me from being affected by stupid shit that people say. You know,
people do some crazy things.
Yeah. You know, so you know, I mean, you know, and especially when, you know, Monday was my politics thing, so you know, I do kind of get, you know, so I have to make sure, you know, that you know, I don't cuss somebody out on the airways, or make sure that my show don't get banned and stuff like that. You know, so you know, therefore, you know, I have to be prepared to do what I got to do to make the crazies. You know, because when you called into the show, I got your number. I can call you back.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, what that was you were talking about? What you at?
You know, would you like, you know, and I'll be like, hey, now, would you like my address? Because I got time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you, you know? So anyway, you know, I mean, it depends on how you handle your things. But Danny, you're a young man in the business. You got your first fight. What was the most impressive thing that you've had to turn over between the Army and civilian life as far as your boxing career?
So when I was boxing for the Army, it was just like being assigned to coaches and things like that. Everything around you is controlled, basically. But as a professional, everyone who is around you, you control who's around you actually. Like it's not like for me, the coaching style, and a lot of people downplay this part of boxing so much, is a coaching style that fits a fighter. And for me, I noticed for myself is I like a mellow coach, a coach who sit in the corner and talk to me, not a coach who's like argumentative or too much nagging and things like that. I don't respond well to nagging and things like that. So just having the right people around me, all the people that I want around me. So I remember cutting weight back in the day and being pissed off and things like that. And now when I'm cutting weight with all the people I want around me, I'm always in a good mood. I'm always feeling mellow and chill. You can't get me on my character. So that was the big part about choosing your team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's good, man.
Definitely.
That's good. Yeah.
How you respond, K9? How you respond, champ? Like, you need somebody to curse you out, or you need somebody to just be like,
"Oh no, I don't deal with that good at all." right.
I'm not that guy. Like, don't sit there and curse me out and slap me. That's not gonna turn up.
No. All you gotta do is tell me what you want me to do, man, and I'm gonna get it done. You know what I mean? I'm actually do it before you tell me to go do it.
But wait a minute, K9. You know, we started out with the same mentor, although you know he mentored you in a different place, but you know he was also my mentor. Emmanuel. And sometimes just talking to Emmanuel, is like you know because you don't know as much as he does, but he expects you to know it because you're there. You know, as soon as he starts talking to you, he thinks that you know everything that he knows is just automatically imparted to you. So how did you mesh that personality? Because man, you could be kind of abusive now.
Yeah, man. Listen, boy, you in a corner and you ain't doing right. What are you doing? You gotta throw the jab. He will cuss you out. Yeah. And I be looking like, man, you listen. Hey, I would turn the head and look at the other trainer because I don't respond to that real good. I'm looking at it, shook his head like, oh.
I feel like
he's Christian, right?
It's crazy, like off of just watching him so much on TV and things like that, and with him with other fighters. It's like I feel like I know him. Never met him a day in my life, but like just watching him on interviews and how he knew so much about boxing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sleep in peace. That's a legend right there.
Man, hey, the man, I'm telling you, bro. A lot of people might not, you know what I'm saying, that don't know boxing, you know what I mean, or do know boxing and what they heard, you know, because they would say because fighters would come to him and he would help them to win their belts back or become a world champion, that he took fighters that were already built and made them great. Or helped them, that it was already great, but I was there with him when he was actually training guys, you know what I'm saying, before they became world champion. I was there when he actually wrapped my hands. I've never had my hands wrapped that way ever since. Just getting power from him, just talking to him, that man knew his stuff. So it was just a bunch of hate just in every city. It ain't just in Detroit, it's in Denver, it's in the Army, it's in the Marines, it's everywhere, you know.
It's the sport, period. The sport going.
Yeah, and life.
Yeah, life in general, too. Like you gonna have people 100 people could look at one thing and it's gonna be 100 opinions about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So people gonna be negative, positive. You gotta take some stuff. You just gotta listen to and just keep walking. Like, all right.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, okay, now let's try this again, man. We coming up over the 2.5 hour mark here. Let's get Jeremy's social media. I mean, excuse me, Daniel's social media, and we already know he's going to be fighting again soon. But anything, we got to know where he's going to be and all that good stuff. And then we'll get down to the corner, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, man. Hey, look, I appreciate you, boy. Hey, I know you was asking me about that little leg workout. I mean, did I ever send it to you?
Nope.
Oh man, well look.
No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Sending it to me on Twitter.
I did. Okay, I did send it.
You DM me on Twitter with the information.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Good.
You can't even remember 10 fights, so we don't have to worry about it. Remember.
Hey, look, they ain't really do too much for me, so I only remember the big things, you know. Yeah, man. But like I appreciate you, man. You know, keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep spreading knowledge, man, and keep giving back, keep learning, and you know, and make sure you tap in here and there. Don't be getting too big, man. You don't even holler at your mans no more.
I'm always humble. I'm definitely gonna be in touch because I need the knowledge you got up there. I need that. And,
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm grateful for you having me on here. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Shout out your social media, man, and any other final thoughts, man.
Follow me on Instagram at Daniel Bailey Jr. _ I box and I also model. I'm creating an LLC for my GDFE. That's my nickname in boxing. I'm trying to start a business. I want to be a brand and everything like that. So support me and watch me grow.
Yeah. All right, appreciate you, my dog. Get you some sleep, man. Huh?
I want to know what it stands for. He gave us the initials.
Exactly.
Hey,
come on, you marketed it, man. What's up?
You see that goat that's inside there?
Okay.
I'm chasing greatness. I want to be a great fighter. I don't want to be an average fighter. I don't want to just be a world champion. I want to glow in the dark. You hear me?
Okay.
So greatest defensive fighter ever.
All right. Okay. That's what I want to know. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I like it. Greatest defensive fighter of all time. But offense win fights though. They say defense win championships in basketball. We're talking about boxing.
I'm gonna do all the hitting.
What about Pernell Whitaker? Ain't nobody gonna forget the legend. So
you're right.
Right, we always gotta show respect to the past.
Yeah.
Napoleon, we got it's a lot of great defensive fighters. I want to learn from all of them. Even the great counter punches as well, like
there you go,
Marquez and things like that.
Yeah,
I'm a student of the game for sure now.
Yeah. All right, Bailey, man, appreciate you. One love, man. We gonna tap in. You too.
Sir.
All right.
Already.
Okay. All right, man.
Hey man, so yeah, we had a long one tonight, buddy. Hey.
And we got everybody on. But that's the good thing about YouTube. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, you don't have to worry about the time and all that. So, you know,
absolutely. My wife just gonna kill me.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So let's go through K9's corner, man, and let's. I'm gonna go and have me something to eat. I don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah.
Hey, listen, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Listen, at K9's corner. Hey, I just want to say, man, you know, we gotta respect, you know, the young bucks that's up and coming. You know, once you get older, you know, you ain't as fast as you used to be, even though we feel like we as fast as we used to be. You know, Mike Tyson, you know, he's looked good and he's looking good on the pads, but you know, pads don't hit back. So even though he might go out there and do damage, Mike Tyson is still 55 years old. And me, I'm 47. You know what I'm saying? I'm 47 years old. I don't feel like I'm 47, and I really feel like you know what I'm saying, can still do it. But you know, sometimes you have to pass that torch. Don't be afraid to say, you know, hey, you got me. You know what I'm saying? You the man. And actually, in saying this, it's like I'm just thinking about my son. Like, you know, I always think that he's gonna be little K9, but he's actually 6'1", and he's taller than me. He's actually big K9. You know what I'm saying? So the torch is almost about ready to be ready to be passed. And so you know, just we can't continue to, you know, just think that we gonna continue to be. You know how they say, you know, everything fines with wine, or it chimes.
It is.
Age with wine. There you go. Age with wine. I don't know how true that statement is. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we know we continue to pray and stay out the way, and you know, we all gonna get old one day. You know, nobody's gonna continue to be champ. Everybody's gonna be a former world champion one day. So you know, just don't be ashamed to be able to say, you know what I'm saying, you got me. You know what I'm saying? You are the man. You know, times have changed, you know. So at K9's corner, I just want people to, you know, don't worry about, you know, if you get defeated or you lose, you don't win. You know, Michael Jordan had to lose to win. You know what I mean? He became great because he lost. You know what I mean? And you don't have to lose to be great. Floyd never lost and is actually great. But Muhammad Ali lost a lot and was considered the greatest of all time. Him and Sugar Ray Robinson. So I just want to encourage everybody, man, you know, that, you know, a loss is sometimes a win, and sometimes a win is a loss. Like we talked earlier, you know, we had our first guest, we had Bones Adams on the show, and we were talking about, you know, Canelo. Canelo lost to Floyd, but he really didn't lose. He actually won because people know who Canelo is. So that loss was actually a win. So, you know, hey, we winning. You know what I'm saying, JK, we winning. We actually on YouTube now. They can actually see our face. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we winning, man. You know, but you know, the podcast we was on at first wasn't a loss, because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be where we at now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I hear you, man.
Yeah, so absolutely. And you know, when I ain't on a dog pound, you can catch me right here on this YouTube channel at K9 Boxing. You can catch me on Facebook at K9 Boxing, Twitter, and Instagram. And everybody that's on our live now, man, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. I see SB in the building. Great show tonight, K9 and James. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Yes,
I would be nowhere without you. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, where can they find you at though, JK? Hey, JK, well, you ain't on the dog pound. Where can they find you?
Well, when I ain't on the dog pound, you'll be able to find me on my new streaming venue called StreamYard. Okay, we actually stream on Facebook. Yep, we actually stream on Facebook Live. We do our political shows off of there starting next Thursday. We'll be doing the Sports Crib. And, you know, right now we had the Dog Pound on YouTube. So we're covering our bases. We're streaming everywhere, and we're going live. So have a great night, everyone. And, hey, you know, we look forward to talking to you next week. So
exactly. Don't forget to subscribe, too, at K9 Boxing. Let's go, JK. Appreciate you, my dog.
All right, dog. You have a good one.
You too. Cheers.